Pussio.
Cam DNG, good to see you, King. Kygus, what's happening, brother?
These nuts. Have a nice
Risa,
day.
hello, Risa, good to see you again. Based Vic, what's happening, Based Vic? How you been, brother? Murnip, what's good, man? Hey, I was thinking about you the other day because I was like, I feel like Murnip was in the chat and I didn't say hello. Look, my brain just goes places. I just want you to know I was thinking about you. That was it. I was like, I feel like I ignored Murnip the other day. Just fleeting thoughts that passed through my head. I'm sorry. Razdog, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the prime. You absolute legend. Boss man. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Thank you for 9 months of prime, 9 months in a row. That is a dedication. Because 8 of those months, I wasn't even streaming. You love to see it. Sokatua, the weight has been lifted. Finally that video's out. I don't want this to be a big talking about the video thing to start. I'm going to say hello to everybody. But finally that video's up. And I feel like a new man. I feel like a new man. It feels so good. I feel like a new person. I feel so much more relaxed. Less pressure, less anxiety. It's so good. Good to get that out. I'm glad to have that one out, and I'm glad to start to be in a position anyway to start or continue working on some old projects, but start some new projects. Now I just got to do the next thing, which is pick up the pen and start writing. But we'll get there. I just wanted to take a bit of a breather yesterday and maybe even this afternoon. But I was looking forward to this stream because this is the first stream post video where I can sort of just switch off and chill. Faison, good to see you, man. Faison, you were on my little list of, I got to sort that out. That was put on the shelf. I'm literally looking at it right now. Faison, I'm going to speak. Please be patient. Faison, please don't kill me. I'm so sorry. I got to reply to you. In fact, after this stream ends, Faison, I'm fixing that up. This first thing I'm going to do is send the mail. I fucking hate mail, but I'm going to be better. I'm going to get rid of the last monkey on my back. Not that you're a monkey, which not call. Let's start the stream by calling viewers monkeys. You know what I mean? Albatross around my neck. Not that you're an albatross around my neck. This is the thing I got to do. But good to see you, Faison. Thanks for coming down. How you going, Franco? Franco. What are we going to do, Franco? What are we going to do? Frustrating morning to be on the internet, but it is what it is. I defended my dissertation. What does defended my dissertation mean? Does that mean you submitted it? Professor Kygus? No way. Does that mean you're done? Does that mean you're done? Does that mean you can rest now? Have you too climbed the mountain? And now you're wondering where to go next? Have you pushed the boulder up? I haven't seen, if that's a reference to the Odyssey, I haven't seen it yet. I want to go see it, but I asked my girlfriend, let's go see it. And she's not here this weekend, so me, I guess. I just got a message from Effect Spore. Where is my king Effect Spore? Actually, not really my king. He tried to kill me twice. Aniki, we're so back, it'll never be over. Aniki, you're a complex person that I would like to understand more, but I'm glad to know that you're in a good spot. I feel like you're in a good spot now. You appear on my timeline, you disappear on my timeline. Your accounts get deleted. You open new accounts, they come back. I don't know. But are you good? Are you okay? Are you in a good spot? Aniki, it's good to see your name. Can't defend yourself without someone feeling insulted. Yeah, look, I feel like, one of the best things you can do as a person is learn to be okay with not being liked. It's really difficult and something I'm trying to get better at, but I feel like I've got better at in the last year. It's one of the best things you can do. And then, because the reason is, you figure out, you learn how to recognize when someone is genuinely trying to make you a better person by giving you feedback and criticize you. You're able to ascertain whether it's coming from a place of love and growth, or whether it's just purely malicious. When you can learn to stop caring whether people like you or not, you gain the ability to see through that, to read better how people are responding to your actions and talking about you. I got like 7 surgeries in a row 4 months ago, so still recovering, but yeah, chilling, good to see ya. You're alive? You're going to continue being alive? If so, that's fantastic. If not, well, I didn't think too far in this conversation, so now it sounds really weird. Well, what do you actually say to somebody who you think is not going to be alive anymore? I don't know. Well, if you're not going to, okay, let's say I did that, and let's not just say actually, I have done that right now. Okay, what would I say? If you're not going to be alive for much longer, don't fucking spend any time on the internet doing stupid bullshit. And that's my fucking takeaway from that. But I don't know, maybe you are going to be alive a bit longer. I don't fucking know, dude. You were dying, dude. You were dying. That without vague posting. But if you're not dying, it's good and it's fantastic. You beat cancer again, twice, 2 times. Fucking back-to-back champion. Let's fucking go, son. I should have said... No, I know. No, you didn't have to say said. Also, I sunned you. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, I should have said LMAO. I beat cancer. Probably. I don't know. Dude. Whatever. You know, every time I think of, is it Winona? There's a it's Winona, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's the card. Yeah, literally every time I think about the Winona, it's from Roaring Skies and the Japanese one. Which one is it? Every single time I see this card, it's from Emerald Break. Every single time I see the Winona full art from Emerald Break, I think of you. This card for you guys who don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I think of you. I mean, I do know why. You would ask me about whether it would get cheaper or not. I think it's a really cheap card now. This one. I think about you every time. I think about you in this card every time. The Bahama Bucks, so good. What's the Bahama Bucks? She's the go. What can I say? Did you end up getting this card? It is a really nice card. I mean, this era, okay, so like the XY era in general and black and white era in general is really, really goated and super underrated. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to start today's stream by showing you guys some of my pickups. This is something I did a few streams ago where rather than open the mail on the stream, I just show you it after I've opened it. It just fixes that whole issue with me losing cards like the 25th promo birthday Pikachu and then also the Charizard special art from 151. It fixes that issue where I lose like $1,000 cards in the mail. But I'm going to show you what I picked up from this era. And I'm going to show you some of my other pickups. Should we use the black playmat or should we use the Osare artist edition playmat from Voltex? What's going on? You're struggling there, buddy. Struggling to get in focus. Let's use the blue mat. It's busy. It's meant to be busy, but let's use this one. It's too good. Hey, have you still got my Team Rocket's Patrol? I need that. I need you to give me that card. So this isn't out yet, but it's coming out soon. It is the Artist Edition playmat from Osare, from the Voltex Osare collaboration. Technically still your patrol because I haven't paid you. That is true. I do need to pay you for them. So this is a card I picked up recently. I've actually kind of gone on a little bit of a pilgrimage. I'm trying to pick up as many of these as I can. Well, I'm not trying to like hoard one specific card, but I'm trying to collect these ultra rares from the XY era because these cards are so good. And they're basically the first iteration of special arts. If we're going to be honest, this is essentially the first version of a special art because you were still getting full art SRs in this era from these sets. So there's Volcanion, there is a God of War, there's an Alakazam, there's a Valtal. Off the rip, I don't know if there are other ones. I can't remember off the rip. I know there's the Valtal. That one's by Hasselnor. But all of these cards are so good. Not all of them are outta. Most of them are, but like the Valtal's by Hasselnor. That card's like insane. It is an insane card, but it's like $1,000 now, Australian, which is crazy. I don't know if you guys know Aris from the Discord. !Discord, discord.gg/OKJL if you want to join our Discord. I swear, I promise I'm going to do competitions in there soon. Aris linked me one that was for sale on Macari. I don't know if it's still there. I'm going to see if it is. Valtal, best of XY. He said, I don't care if you, but this is reasonable. It's gone. And just like that, it's gone. So, you know, I just looked it up. It's gone. But this whole era of card, like this whole era is so good. Like you can, I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna crack this because I don't know. I'm doing my thing. I don't know if you guys, if you're a channel member on YouTube, or a Patreon member, not a plug, but just low key. But if you're a member there, you would have seen there's a member only video where I talk about how to collect your grails or like how to keep collecting. And one of the things I talk about is finding gaps in the market, right, as a collector that you can then use to trade towards other cards that you want. And I personally think that these are really untapped. So if you want to buy these cards for your binder, right, buy them now, I would say, because they are going to get tougher to find if you find them at a good price. But if you also see them and you're thinking of trying to get another card, right, because there's this thing, you know, because it's basically the whole point of the video was use the tactics that vendors use against vendors, right? So the whole idea is you try and buy below market wherever you can to then trade towards things that are at market or above it, but use that disparity to be like, oh, I picked this up for 100. It really should have been about 300, but it wasn't. So now I'll use that to get a $300 card and you save yourself $200. So I don't know if I want to crack this one or just because I've bought like damaged versions from Japan as well that were much cheaper. It was like $180 US, but then I had to pay to get it shipped. So it was a little bit more to get it to Australia, but I've bought raw copies as well that I know that I can just put them in the binder. Somebody said, how many of the other ones do I have? So I have the Alakazam, which I would argue is like one of the harder ones to get because they're kind of like gaining popularity now. And I've got the God of War raw. I bought a copy on eBay, but it was creased, so I returned it. Thankfully, the seller was like chill with that. But I bought a raw copy in Japan. I think I paid about $340 for it. So I was pretty happy with that. It's in good condition. But the Valtal is like one of the harder ones to get. Not hard in the sense that it's expensive. But Mr. Streamer, I'd love to hear more opportunity to support your work. There is a Patreon, but I have not been posting actively to it, so I really don't deserve it. But it's there for people who want to just support in the background. All the money goes towards the channel and the things that we try to do. When I say we, I mean me. But I like to say we as a collective because the editors who do work on stuff do help make that a reality. The editors being Blendy. Shout out to the big dog who keeps the Yaps channel going, which I don't even have an overlay for. But I got the VODs one. we've got a bit of a, I mean, what we do, I mean, you guys already see all this because you guys are watching here at the stream, but the Yaps channel is where we put like clips or highlights from the stream as like dedicated videos. So it's there if you just kind of want to like see what JLUV's up to. Bicep Angel, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I hope you enjoy the show. The show being me just talking about cards and showing stuff I've picked up. Here is some other cool stuff that I have picked up recently. I will show you. So I bought these on eBay Australia because I was searching for one particular card, right? This one. So I went looking for this card, and I went looking for this card because of Namp90 on Instagram, who I'm not sure if you guys follow, but you should if you like looking at pretty pictures of Pokemon cards, right? Is this a good time to get back into the hobby? Have things calmed down? It's like, how do we say? It's like it is and it isn't. Hello, Silent Nova, by the way. Sorry, I didn't say hello when you jumped in. Currently in Nagoya looking around. What are you trying to buy today? Calm Before the Storm. I don't know. It's a weird one, Aniki. Like, some cards are just kind of untapped. Everyone at the moment, the general feel I get at the moment is that people are kind of nervous. And so there's a lot of people selling their own cards. Or selling their cards or selling their sealed stuff to get money for the 30th. I think the 30th is going to be really, like, it's going to be kind of cooked. You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday about the 30th. And, you know, I was saying I've got a UPC pre-ordered, but I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. Like, the thought of buying a UPC and spending $400 on it, Australian, just to get 29 packs where I know I'm going to get rinsed, right? And then the dedicated classic collection pack that will have 3 reprints of cards that I don't even like. Look, I'm giving you, this is like the full answer. I have to talk about this stuff to give you the proper answer. Not as, I know you're not an investor. I know you're a collector, right? For the pretty pictures, but bear with me, right? So, okay, starting from the top. Where'd you get this vending Caterpie? I'm going to talk about it in a second. I just want to answer Aniki's question. Hello, Aaron Aztec. I really enjoy the hobby, but damn, it's been rough lately. It has been brutal. There's a lot to kind of like, I hate this song. I'm going to take it off the playlist. Dude, my ADHD is going into overdrive right now. Everything's pissing me off. Not that you guys are pissing me off. It's just that song. Got to get rid of it. Okay, so question is now a good time to get back into the hobby? Have things calmed down? And it's a weird one because it isn't and isn't. It just really depends where you're looking. You know, Dunois said it perfectly there. I'd say you just need to have your own methods of navigating the market, and you can interchange the word market with collector space or the hobby or whatever. When we say market, it's more of a general term to be like, what is the state of things right now? Where is it approachable? Is it accessible? Are things expensive? Can you find product on the shelf? It's kind of like an overarching term. But with the 30th coming up, what I seem to be observing at the moment is a lot of people are selling their sealed collections or their slabs or their, you know, just raw cards, whatever, right? They're just trying to get money to buy the 30th because that seems to be like the next big thing. And I feel like there's multiple groups doing that. There are people that are doing that as like collectors. So they're trying to get money because they want to open and rip this set because they think it's really cool. And it is a really cool looking set. The card's set to be really cool. The Pikachu subset is awesome. 30th as a whole has a lot of things and cards in it that make it appealing to collectors. And by there being so many subsets between commons, uncommons, holos, art rares, the Pikachu subset, the reprint cards, the SIRs, or like the special illustration rares, right? There being so much means there's something kind of for everybody. So people are selling off to get money to buy packs to rip it and open and get the cards. And then you got the groups of people that are selling their sealed collections or whatever to get, I'll say capital, right? Or money so that they can buy 30th products to then invest in them and then make money off that in 1, 2, 3 years, or even, you know, the immediate release, because naturally there's gonna be one drop, it's gonna sell out, and then people will be selling to the people that have FOMO or missed out immediately when the set drops. So with that come to, well, I don't want to say two, there probably will be more, but with that come multiple things to consider as somebody who's trying to get back into collecting and trying to figure out if now is a good time to get back into things. People selling stuff off means they are trying to liquidate. I'm going to use those terms because they're trying to get money very quickly to buy the next set coming out in September. So maybe you can pick up cards or boxes or packs or whatever from people who are just trying to get rid of stuff to get cash. So there's like opportunity there to buy people's collections or cards from them for people that are just like trying to be really quick to get rid of it all. On top of that, with the 30th coming out, there's going to be a lot of people that are just buying that, ripping it, right? And they're maybe only chasing the SIRs, or they're chasing the Mew EX or the Mewtwo EX FUR by Yoshiroten. There's a new video up on YouTube. It's the latest video that kind of like breaks down literally everything in the 30th. You can watch that later if you want to get a bit of more of an understanding of what's coming in that set. But I think what will happen with that is there will be a lot of people that are just ripping the set and then not getting what they want, and then just trying to sell the rest of the singles from that set as quickly as they can. And because there's going to be so many people buying this and ripping it, chasing those cards, and there's probably going to be so much of it printed because this is Pokemon's big, like the big hurrah, right? For the end of the year, for the 30th celebration, naturally there's going to be a lot of it out there. If you are coming in purely to collect pretty pictures on cards, you will be able to get the singles from the 30th pretty easily, I would say. Beyond, you know, obviously the art rares are going to be easier to get than others. The special illustration rares are going to be much harder. And obviously the FURs and all that, yeah, they're going to be more expensive. But stuff like art rares shouldn't be too expensive because there's going to be so many people opening this set. And then that Pikachu subset, which I think is probably the coolest thing Pokemon have done in the last, since the art rares basically. You know, a subset within the set that is cohesive, has some kind of vision, will fit nicely in a binder. It's a shame that it's 30 cards instead of 29 because then it would have fit nicely over 3, but whatever. Point is, those Pikachu cards are very, very appealing as like a subset to collect, as something that you can pick up from the 30th celebration without feeling like you got to, you know, explode your wallet, because those Pikachu cards are in every single pack of celebration. So if you get any packs, you're always going to get the Pikachu cards, which is cool. And then people that are just chasing the other high-end, super rare stuff, whatever, that don't care about the Pikachu cards because they're essentially bulk at this point, are going to be offloading them. They're just going to be like, whatever, you can have them for like $1, which is exactly what happened with the 25th celebration set. That Pikachu full art or art rare by Outta that was extended was like a $1 card for ages, for a very long time. Now it's a little bit more expensive. That's because people kind of, you know, tried to exploit the fact that it was so cheap, and it was a good card. But we're probably going to end up being in a situation like that where those Pikachu cards just dirt cheap for like, I don't know, I want to say from September when it drops to maybe like, I don't know, February, like 6 months. And then as things dry up after that, those Pikachu cards might become a bit more expensive, so it'll be a bit harder to collect them if you wanted to. So, very long-winded way of saying it is and it isn't a good time to get back in, because obviously, as we know, everything is really expensive right now. You know, everything is expensive right now. Much more expensive than it was in 23 or 24 when things were much cheaper. So from that angle, obviously it's not a great time to get back in, but there are still little pockets you can find. And I've had this conversation with friends before, you know, Joe Guyman in the chat, who comes in and out, but he's mostly kind of burnt out from the space. I've had that conversation with him before, because it is exhausting having to continually adapt and be like, oh, well, you know, I was collecting this thing and now I can't collect it because, you know, it's more expensive now, or, you know, I had to shift towards collecting art rares, but now art rares are pumped. Okay, now I got to shift to collecting vending cards. Now vending is pumped. I got to shift to collecting artists, but now Tomokazu Komiya cards are pumped. Well, now I got to shift to Ayakusabe. Ayakusabe might get pumped. Okay, now I got to shift to new wave artists. It's really, it can be exhausting. I totally get how it can be exhausting for people. But there are ways for you to still engage in the space and collect, but it depends on how patient you want to be and how much you can bear, because it is frustrating and it's exhausting. And that's why when you do kind of get like tired of it all, you just got to step away for a little bit so you don't get completely burnt out, and then tap out entirely, which is like where Joe Guyman is at the moment. It's not his fault. I do not blame him at all. A whole bunch of people jumped in while I was going on that little rant there. Not so much a rant, but more so answering that question, which I thought was like a pretty interesting little topic. Let let me say hello to people. It's your boy Charizard jumped in. He said, right now, Pitch Black is not being scalped like crazy, but the next coming sets will be heavily scalped. So kinda, which is true. You know, sets like Pitch Black, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, and then the Japanese versions of them. So Nihil Zero, however you want to say it, Ninja Spinner, Abyss Eye. Like, nobody's looking at those cards. You can, like, if we want to just do the really rudimentary, he's talking about Pokemon cards and he says the word rudimentary. He must be smart. But if we want to do just like a really simple example, right? And we go to Card Rush, we'll have a look. And I promise we're going to do the Black Bolt White Flare Binder today. It's just an interesting topic, right? If we go, so let's not look at Storm Emeralda, but like we even could, right? Just very quickly, right? If we look at Storm Emeralda prices here on Card Rush to get a feel of how expensive things are in Japan or not, you know, we were looking at this, the Rayquaza is sold out now, but if we scroll, not that you're going to, if you're coming back into collecting, you're going to go straight for the Rayquaza, but let's have a look at it, right? It's sold out at 82,000 yen. But when we were looking at this on Friday, it was 138,000 yen. So it's already dropped 50,000 yen between Friday, 3 days or 4 days, okay? So this set in general is getting cheaper. But even from this set, if you just like come in and be like, I want to get pretty pictures on cards. Okay, Raikou is like phenomenal. This is a phenomenal card, right? 9,000 yen. And it's probably set to get cheaper. So if you were in the, you know, position where you wanted to spend $100 on a card and you want a really cool looking one, great place to start. But I wouldn't buy this now because we're going to look at the previous Japanese sets and I'll show you how much cheaper they've gotten over time. But, you know, that is more accessible than 82,000 yen. And that was 20,000 yen 3 days ago. But then, you know, zoom past stuff like that. You know, this Zinnia is really nice. And it's, you know, what's that in USD? It's like $4 or $5. Then you look at other cards like the Altaria, you know, and the other rares in this set, like the Magmortar and the Electivire are really cool cards. I think this Azurill is probably one of the coolest cards from the set. So there are really nice cards, modern cards that you can still pick up. So cards that are coming out now that you don't have, you can probably buy them and then, you know, it's not going to kill you. Like, that's a really good spot. You know, if cancer doesn't kill you twice, I'm sure that fucking Azurill for 500 yen isn't going to kill you. You know what I'm saying, Anarchy? Sorry, maybe that was a bad joke. I shouldn't have said that. That's crazy. But you know, you get what I'm saying. If I go and look at something like M4, which is Ninja Spinner, and like these cards were really expensive on release, right? But they've come down in price like massively. What does yen convert to? Off the top of my head, I think like whatever you see in yen, times it by 0.6. I don't know the exact rate right now. You know, this Chinchino is like insane, and it's 4,000 yen. It's such a beautiful looking card. And this, the Mega Greninja is still, like, this is a really good card, and I think that's actually approaching affordable, or like, you know, approaching accessible. 30,000 for a special art rare of a marquee Pokemon, of a Pokemon that's consistently ranked in the top 10 most popular Pokemon in the world. Hello, Jaradishi. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you, and I didn't say hello to Light. Hello, Light. What did we say about Light? I didn't say hello, but hello. You know, it's approaching accessible. It will, I think, continue to get a little bit cheaper. That is just insane. You know what I mean? Like, there are cards out there. You know, when we look at, this is Nihil Zero, right? This is Japanese Perfect Order. Excuse me. Yeah, the Mega Starmie is good. I think the Mega Starmie is good. Mega Clefable, that for 3,000 yen, I think is quite insane. As in, like, not saying it should be more. I'm saying that's good. That's a special art rare. It's a chase. I think it's one of the chases from the set. It's less than the price of a booster box. A booster box retails 6,000 yen. I think resells probably like 8,000, 9,000 yen. So rather than buy a booster box for 6,000 yen, you could buy Mega Clefable, then you could buy, you know, Clefairy, and you could call it a day. Or you could buy Mega Clefable, and then you could buy any of the art rares from this set, you know, as they come down. I think the Raticate's really nice. Drapion's really good. That's good. The Dedenne is beautiful. Bang. You've already got a booster box worth of hits out of that. You don't have the bulk, but I think, you know, some people don't want. I think the bulk's good, but, and we know we like that, but whatever. I'm not going to try and sell bulk, the idea of bulk to you guys. So yeah, there's like a little bit going on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't accessible. Whew. Desamaya jumped in. You think Mega Ray set will be scalped similar to set the Pitch Black? I think on the English side it probably will be but who knows? Because coming off the back of 30th, there might be like a lot of collector fatigue and people might not have money. Realistically, how much money can people keep spending? How much disposable income can people keep spending on Pokemon cards, especially as the sets get more and more expensive at retail? That's not even considering how expensive they're getting from resellers. LGS is taking advantage of them and all that business. Wyatt, yeah, for bigger cards, I've been looking at Japanese for sure. And also getting Chinese or Korean ones, they will be even cheaper. Somebody mentioned before when I was showing off this card and talking about this pickup, that the Korean versions, I didn't see their name, but if you're still in there, just say hello. Sorry, I missed it. That the Korean versions of these cards are really cheap. And like, it's a really fucking smart alternative. You know, if you don't want to spend $200 on this, but you can get this card for like $50, then fucking go for it, dude. That makes sense. I'm not an international collector. I don't like having I'm like a purist, right? But that's just me. It doesn't have to be you as well. That's just my way of collecting. V-Union was cheap for having 25 art in a card set, then suddenly it spiked when tourists are buying out. Yeah, I mean, that's this card here. I don't know. How much is this now? There's the Pikachu V-Union, right? This got really expensive. This was always a really cool card, especially if you put this set in a 4-pocket binder. But yes, this was like, whatever. People were just like, get rid of this. Like, no one can use this. The Japanese version. And now it's like, I don't know. How much is a complete V-Union set ZD10? You'll know off the top of your head. I know it's something unreasonable. Tree Fitty. Come on, man. Bernie Brody, good to see you. Thank you for coming down. Currently getting lost while looking for the Nagoya Poker Center. Where is the Nagoya Poker Center? Cannot remember for the rep. I actually don't think I've been to the Nagoya Poker Center, so I wouldn't be able to help you. Sorry, buddy. Sleepy Eye. Raikou def #1 of the set. From Mega Storm Emeralda, I agree, man. Like, we were talking about that in the last stream. Set's crazy. I mean, card's crazy. Like, way too crazy. Zinnia SAR as well. I think it dropped down to like 3,000 or 4,000 yen. Crazy stuff. I saw a thumbnail and title saying that Storm Emeralda was the best set since Twilight Masquerade. I think it's a pretty strong set. I think the Mega Evolution sets have gotten better as time has gone on. All of the sets from the Mega era have gotten better as time has gone on. Which seems to be how sets work for Pokemon. You know, the first year is kind of like whatever. And then the sets after that get much, much better. But I was even thinking, like, how much are like cards from Sword and Shield era? Like, if we looked at Lost Abyss, right? Well, this isn't quite Lost Abyss. I think Lost Abyss is S11. So if we look at Lost Abyss, which is what's that in English? Lost Odyssey? What's the English version of this set called? Lost Odyssey? Lost Origin. Who knows why he was saying Odyssey? I know the box prices for this set are really expensive, obviously because people are chasing the Giratina, but like, how much are these cards now? Okay, these are actually quite expensive. They're a Dactyl, but this got pumped, so that's what, I mean, because of the whole Pokerev thing, not that he did it on purpose, but, you know, that's actually quite expensive now. I don't think I paid that much. I think I got it before the pump. This is like an undervalued card. I think that this should be more for what it is, but that is a great pickup. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fucking awesome card. That is too. But this is a really, really nice card by Terzero. And this actually has not gotten more expensive as time has gone on. I remember this card being like really expensive, or like close to like 10,000 yen at some point, and it's just gotten cheaper and cheaper as time has gone on. So if you're, I don't know, if you're missing like Sword and Shield cards from the end of Sword Shield, I feel like these are cards you probably want to get onto sooner rather than later. Myself included. You know, I was thinking of some cards I don't have from these sets. The Rotom was like always like phenomenal. This was a great card. Unishida. So it just depends on where you're looking. It depends on what you're after. Berserker's crazy at 1580 yen. Morwile, 1480. Like, some of these prices are crazy. And these sets do have art rares. Like this, the Altaria, great card. Got pumped at one point. It's come cooled down as most art rares have. even stuff like this. I think someone in the Discord was talking about how they're collecting these cards at the moment. These like specific artist illustrated Vs. Akira Ego did a lot of them in the Sword Shield era. So yeah, could talk for days about different cards that you might want to pick up, and whether or not now is a good time to get into it or get back into it. And the answer is it's complicated, but there are definitely little pockets you can fit into. Saw a box in Tokyo for the newest set, 30,000 yen. Yeah, it's kind of cooked at the moment, but I think it's coming down hardcore. That's the part that's wild to me. So much credit and debt going into cards unless everyone really has money like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm like, as time goes on and has gone on, I'm starting to think a lot of people are just in debt at the moment or have taken out a lot of credit to buy or like go all in on Pokemon cards, especially the vendor side. Like there's just too many people that have popped up out of nowhere that have like massive cabinets full of cards, slabs and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's low-key kind of crazy. It can only be two things or three. Gambling, cryptocurrency, or you are in debt and you're trying to go all in on this. And look, I'm not a fucking genius, okay? But I'm also not stupid. But I know that it's hard to run a business, right? I know. Like, take OKJLUV, for example. I reckon the first 3 years or 4 years of running this channel, and it's not because I'm trying to make money. Obviously, making money is great. Great little byproduct of creating content. But like, I reckon the first 4 years of running the channel was costing me money. But it didn't matter because I was doing something I liked. I was just doing what I liked on the camera. That was it. I never, in 2020 and 2021 and 2022, when I was opening up a lot of boxes, I wasn't opening them to be like, I need to open this box for the stream. It was like, I was going to open this box anyway. I'll get maybe an extra one or two. I'll indulge because I'm making content and it's like a side benefit, so I can afford to. But at the end of the day, I was always losing money. But because I was just buying something I was going to buy anyway, it didn't matter. And then I'm always... So I don't want to... I was talking about this on Instagram, and I don't want to turn this into a big, like, making content is so hard, blah, 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 money, like, fucking panhandling thing. It's not fucking that. I don't give a shit, right? I don't care if you do sub or you don't sub. Obviously, if you sub, whatever, I'm super fucking grateful. But I'm not going to be here resenting anybody that doesn't. That's what I meant by that statement. Anyway, the point is, I've been in a hole making content monetarily for a very long time, but that's okay because I was doing it anyways. It didn't matter, right? So when I look at others that are like rip and shipping or have like these massive stalls, vendor stalls, whatever, I'm just like, I know how hard it is. Like, I know it's, the timing component as well, because that's time better spent either with your family or working, right? Making money. Like, there's a big investment. So when I see people pop out of nowhere, like I said, I'm not a genius business operator, but I know that it's not that you like operate at a loss for a year or two. Like, there's no way you can be doing this unless you have massive stack of capital already, or you are in a massive amount of debt. And the debt component, if it is that, if you have a massive amount of capital and or you've made a lot of money off crypto and gambling, whatever, and you made the money, fine. Power to you. You want to go into Pokemon cards? I know people are doing that. Whatever. I don't care. I can't care. I can't afford to care, right? Mentally, whatever. But for the people in debt, it's scary because if it does kind of like fall in on itself, and I was talking about this last stream, how Pokemon cards aren't exactly that liquid, right? And if everyone goes to sell and get out at once because they're trying to recoup so that they don't lose money because they're in debt, it has the potential to be very, very scary and dangerous for some people. But what you do? People are just having fun, I think, as well. Also, like I was talking about that last stream, people are just kind of fucking doing whatever at the moment. They're just like, live your life, have a great time while you're here. So it's a weird one. Jared Ishii, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do it. I don't care that you did it. Well, I do care that you did it because I'm grateful. But if you didn't do it, I wouldn't have cared. Either way, you're just here to have some fun, so it doesn't matter. But I appreciate it. How's that? Is that how you say thank you? I've never been good at saying thank you when people sub or gift or whatever. I'm just fucking eternally awkward person. Vandy. Hello, Vandy. Good to see you. I hope you've been well. If you are the Vandy, I think you are. Making content is hard though. It is. It's very difficult. It's a big, it's a commit. And like I said, because like everything in life is, it's a trade-off. Money for time. Time for money. I don't know where I was going with that. You know what I mean? That is the biggest trade there. Whether you are, you know, every time you work on a video like I do for fucking like 100 hours, that's 100 hours I could have spent doing something else. But I wanted to make that video, the one that went up. Please go watch the video. So it didn't matter. And that's why, like, my partner, she's like, how many hours you put into that? I'm like, I don't want to fucking think about it. I don't want to talk about it. The video's done. I'm happy with it. I feel like I grew as a person making it as an editor, and I think people are going to enjoy it. So what's this sub goal then? What are we fundraising for as a community? That one I got to figure out. There are some plans, but I haven't like laid them out. I guess I do have the I got the planned Japan trip that I've postponed that I want to go back in September for the next slew of videos, but I need to sit down this week and like write that down and make that clear with you guys before. But maybe I should turn the top goal off. Vanny, you put me on the spot. I'm stressing out now. Would you have any recommendations for slabs in Nagoya? Video isn't loading for me. For slabs, I mean, I don't know. In terms of like what slabs are affordable now, it depends. Like it just totally depends on your price bracket. But like stores that sell slabs, I think like it's PDG or Torikart Camp. No, I know you didn't mean. I know. Yeah, I mean, like the big goal, I guess I haven't really spoken about it too much here because I was like kind of figuring out still what I want to do, but definitely going back to Japan in September for the 30th. But I don't want it to just be, you know, because you guys see the videos when sets come out like Mega Dream, Black Bolt, White Flare. You know, when I'm there in Japan, I go and show you guys what it's like on the day. But I kind of want to do more than just that. I obviously want to do that for the 30th to show people what it's like in Japan, and try and pick up cards if I can. But there's like a long, like, you know, for example, the Tokyo video, you know, people, I get asked all the time, when's the Tokyo video coming out? Make a video about Tokyo card stores. And I'm like, that has been, I mean, I started that video in 2025 in April and it's now August 2026. And it's like constantly, it just has changed so much. There was videos like that we raised, like I had the sub goals and the Patreon last year, and the dono goals to get to Japan in April, and like those videos all got filmed, but there's some videos that we filmed there that got cancelled because, I mean, I told you guys about the person that filmed them basically held the content hostage, so I never got the actual money, which was fucking ridiculous. But I never got the videos, but that's another topic. Vandy dropped 20 community subs gifts. Vandy, you did not have to do that. Vandy, why did you do that? You're an absolute demon. That is actually crazy. Vandy, I'm not good when this happens. I always get like super awkward. But thank you. I appreciate that. The 20 gifted is crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Vandy, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. You're a legend. Thank you so much. Vandy, you didn't have to do that. But all those people are going to be so happy because I know at least 5 of them hate seeing ads. So you've gifted me 20, but you've done more for all of these people because Faith and Science has already got one. But when Faith and Science got a gifted sub, I think it changed his entire life. But you've turned ads off for everybody. So thank you, Vandy. That is actually the biggest thing you've done here. Thank you for the 20 gifted, you absolute legend, Vandy. You are crazy. Charizard, Maniac, Sleepy Eye, Trebuchet. I love that username. Oasis, Based Vic, Light. That's how UF rolls. Hey, a lot of you guys are here, so make sure you say thank you if you got that one. Pyro, Phazon, Illicent, A Propos of Nothing, Griffmain, Charizard, Murnip, J-Heps, Cam, Monkabear, and Aiden DeVito. Thank you so much, Vandy. Again, you're a legend. Twitch would love to help and say that it's also been so great having you back streaming again. Hey, thank you. That means so much. And it has been great streaming again, just personally. So this is probably the best space I've been in for streaming for a long time. So it's been good to be back. But you guys have made that easy for me. By freaking being here when I hit live after not being here for 9 months. That was crazy. But we don't talk about that. Hunter Todd, good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Found one in a 10 for 10,000 yen, the Clefable. There you go. There's stuff out there. Thank you again so much, Vanny. I should absolutely stop teasing you guys with the Caterpie that I've got sitting here. Stop glazing, Franco. I don't like it. It makes me awkward. But it's nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, not to dismiss what Vanny just did, but I did have things out because I was talking about mail day, right? And I guess, Aniki, if you're still there, King, right? But to anybody who wants to know, when you're talking about accessibility, it is still out there. You just have to really, really know where to look. You got to go down little rabbit holes. So we did go down a rabbit hole. I was going to show you why I had these cards on the stream, right? So I was on Instagram, right? And I was looking at Namp90. I never know how to say their name properly. But this account, right? So if you've ever come across Namp on Instagram, you'll see that they are a massive Pokemon card artist lover. They have an amazing collection. These are all cards from their collection, and they post dedicated posts to specific artists and then talk about the artist, right? But I came across this one, which I thought was really cool, right? And a few streams ago, I was talking about Ayakusa Bear and how I want to build up an Ayakusa Bear binder, right? And I saw this and I was like, oh, Ayakusa Bear card that I need. I need to pick this up, right? So this is a stunning card, right? And Ayakusa Bear drew a lot of really, really nice cards very early on. I mean, this is from the gift starter set, right? And they've got vending cards. So they're one of the original card artists, right? So I was like, cool, I want to get this. Fake Kusabe fan by not already having the Caterpie. Come on, man. You know that's not how it works. There are holes in everybody's collection, right? So I went looking for this card and I found a copy of it on eBay and it was 20 Australian dollars, which I think is absolutely insane. Like, that is a really good price because the set that it's from, which is the quick starter set, gift set, is a set that has been like giga pumped because the cards inside it are so exclusive, right? So I was like, damn, to find a copy like this for $20 and it didn't have to be pristine, right? Basic Vicky, absolute legend. So polite. This is a great copy. This is a fantastic binder copy, but not even like, obviously there's some scratches on the back. You'll see there's like whitening around the sides and stuff. But as far as binder copies go, this is incredible. But even then, it's still in really good condition. A lot of these old cards, they have like random little marks and stuff on them, like that one there. But it's not actually like indented on the card. It's usually just like grime or something. So if you get like a white Q-tip, it can be black, it can be white. I'm not racist. But if you get a Q-tip, I don't know why I said a white Q-tip. Like, why did I specifically say white? If you get a Q-tip with a little bit of water, right, you can usually clean these up pretty nicely. But $20 for this, right? Ancient card, as far as I'm aware, there isn't an English version of it. And it's a beautiful illustration. Incredible. If your disposable income is like $100 for the month, let's say, and you are able to find cards like this, and I'll show you some others, right? You can very quickly fill your binder up. Hello, Cura Cards. By the way, I did see you come in and you did follow there. Good to see you, King. Hope you're doing well. I will be at some card shows this month, so hopefully I can catch up with you. But I bought these all from the same seller. So, and interestingly enough, the seller listed these as from an Ayakusa Bear lot. So that was $20 Australian, which is about what, 12 USD. And then this was in the lot of other Ayakusa Bear cards, which was $80. I think I even haggled them down to like 65. So just this single card alone from Ayakusa Bear, this can get really expensive depending on the condition it's on. It's got a really nice swirl on it at their ear there. There's a scratch on the holo, but it's like whatever. As a binder copy, if you're not seeing like whitening around the edges, you're not seeing creases, and you're not seeing like massive scratches, you put this in a binder and you're flicking through it, you're never going to notice that it's like not mint. So, and like, yeah, considering how old this is, 30-year-old card, this is a very clean copy. So pick that up too. And then there are others in this as well, I didn't even notice this. I never knew this was a holo, but I'm like, cool, another Ayakusa Bear holo. Bang. Straight up. Perfect condition for a binder. I'm heading to Torokar camp now. Honestly would say I'm looking for any SAR from Sword Shield or some of the nicer ones from SV. I feel like for those kind of cards, where do I usually buy? I mean, like, Sword Shield or SV. I feel like you can go to, like, C Labo. Torokar camp probably be fine, but I feel like C Labo is probably better. At any book off that you can find. For, like, modern. And then, obviously, like, Dragon Star. Dragon Star is really good for those cards too. Did you get the Kusebe Cloister? I do. I have that in a binder somewhere. I got another copy of this. So that's 2. I think this is probably one of Kusebe's best cards. The Shuppet. Fantastic card. And then this Bellsprout as well, which is from one of the early Sun and Moon sets, which I don't think I have because I didn't really open much prior to Sun and Moon 6 Champion Road. So, bang. I was like, cool. Straight up. 5 cards for the Kusebe binder. These 5 alone, you know, even the Dust Skull. Dust Skull. Oh, I picked up the Omanite as well. The Omanite. Omastar? Omanite. I'm tripping. But this was another card I picked up from the same seller, and I haggled them down to 45 Australian dollars. And again, super old card, right? It's vending, so these are hit and miss with damage, but this is insanely clean. And it is one of their first, I'm pretty sure, like 5 or 10 cards. Wild stuff. This is absurdly clean. I feel like you could grade this and it might even come back as like a 9 or an 8. It's got a bit of a scratch on the back. There are some scratches, but this is insanely clean for $45. Hey, you've got an Kusebe binder? To be honest, Oz eBay is so full of hidden gems thanks to card uploader and tools making it super easy to upload. There are insane gems on eBay at the moment. It's crazy. This is from a Kagemaru Himeno lot, and I've showed off a lot of cards like this before, but I bought that lot from this seller, so it's all of these cards. This is from Kusebe. That is Kusebe as well, but these are ones that I already have, right? But this is kind of funny. I just wanted these cards, because I didn't have them in my binder. And all of these ones which came from like Sword Shield sets as well. Sun Moon. $11. I picked up this lot for $11 Australian. That's insane. So now is like, it is and it isn't a good time to get in. I think because there's 2 things happening. People are just trying to sell. People are kind of like taking advantage of the space. Obviously, I could talk about that for hours on end, right? There are people trying to take advantage of things and the market and the hype and everything at the moment. Yes, but then there's also people that are just like, oh, I have like these old cards from when I went to Japan in 2017, and I heard Pokemon cards are expensive again, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. And like this seller was probably just happy that they could sell these cards and get anything for them, not knowing that they had like banger cards that they probably could have got more for, but they were just happy to sell them. So there's 2 things happening: people taking advantage, and then people being like, oh, well, now's a good time to sell in general, so I'll just sell stuff. It's like when you go to like a thrift store, you know, people, and you find something crazy. You know, I saw someone that found, I don't like them, but the Funkos, right? They found 8 like Funkos in a Vinnie's, which is like an op shop or a secondhand store here, a thrift store. They paid $8 Australian for them, but they're worth on eBay like 200 because they're like exclusive Funkos from a specific event. The person who sold them to the thrift store was just like, I need to get rid of it. Same kind of things happening with Pokemon. Pokemon's easy to sell, so people are just like, I need to get rid of it. I sell it. So there's stuff out there. But these are some of my pickups from the last couple of weeks. I just thought I'd show them. And I just really like that Caterpie. So huge shout out to Namp90 on Instagram. I'll share their page here as well. They are like an absolute must follow on Instagram if you're into Pokemon cards. Namp90. Legend. They actually helped me speculate on some of the Pikachus from the 30th set. Did the pre-orders for the 30th UPCs end already on Pokemon Center? In the US? I don't actually know. Are there any people here in the chat who would know? I feel like Asteri would know for sure. Ad starts in 10 seconds. I'm going to let the ad run. And then we're going to do the Black Bolt White Flare Binder. I promise. We're doing all the art rares today.
Guy, bro?
We're doing them all. Actually, I still need this. They haven't dropped UPC yet. What have they dropped, Asteri? Hey, Silent Nova, you absolute legend. Thank you for the gifted, you absolute boss. I went to see Ascent. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, King. Hey, thank you constantly, always, for your support. Always supporting me everywhere. You're a legend. Can you even get a pre-order locally for 30th Annie? I heard it's been bonkers for demand. So in Australia, EB Games pre-orders are gone. JB Hi-Fi's pre-orders are gone. I don't know if Big W ended up following through on theirs in Australia. They kind of teased them and then they took them off. I think Kmart's are gone. Target, I'm not so sure. Individual game stores like places like General Games, Toy World, Games World, all that. It just varies by the store, whether they're doing them in person or not. Most of them just do them in person, so you have to go into the store. But those stores, like especially like General Games, they tend to Vandy, your gifted noties are coming up now on this other overlay. I don't know why it does that, but it's doing it. It's kind of funny because you guys just see my butt over and over. Those game stores tend to favor like their player base or like their supporter base. So, which is a good system, basically. But yeah, all the major retailers kind of like gone, which is kind of weird. You know, they kind of like the set gets revealed and then they drop the pre-orders within like a week and then that's it. You know, you probably can line up at Kmart, Big W, Target on release and you'll be able to get some stuff, but it's going to be a bloodbath. There's going to be so many people, lining up on launch day at Kmart and stuff. You're going to have to get there so early. You know, I've seen people line up at like 5 a.m. for just specific releases like this one. Which is just like, you know, which is a very cool product that has these 3 promos in it of the starters from, I think this is Gen, what Gen is this? It's Gen 2, Gen 5, and Gen 8. Gen 8. But people line up for just this. So for the 30th, people are going to be lining up the day before. It's going to be crazy. I managed to get, I did pre-orders at EB and I spoke about this in the video that I put up. And it was a weird one because I showed that segment to Joe Guyman. He's like my consultant, right? And he was like, dude, I can't believe you pre-ordered from EB. And I was like, well, it's part of a greater point. I pre-ordered because there was no other pre-order to get. So I was like, okay, I've got EB World. It's not worth it at this point because the pre-orders are like 2.5, right? But 2 things can happen. 1, they keep the prices really expensive and then I just cancel the order and that's it. Or 2, they lower the prices after because they give into the backlash, rightfully, which they should because it was really out of pocket what they did. And then you have the benefit of having the pre-order there. So I was like, all right, I'll gambit. So I did the pre-order. And then they did end up dropping the price. Now, it is still really expensive, especially compared to JB. But now you're presented with this conundrum. It's like the prisoner's dilemma, basically, where and it comes like game theory comes into it. It's like, well, I have the pre-order, so I can get the product. If I cancel the pre-order, it doesn't actually change anything because somebody else will just buy the product. So the system is still broken. But by pre-ordering it, I enable the system at the same time. And I validate the really expensive prices and EB's practices. So it's like, well, what do I do? No one's going to, like, I could die a martyr, but no one's really going to care if I cancel my pre-order. And only I will know. But I thought, look, I thought it was an interesting dilemma that a lot of other people are kind of like stuck in. Like Andy Pandy in the stream, like the week of that was like, I pre-ordered because I have no choice. It was all I could get. And I'm like, I get it, man. Like, what am I going to do? I don't like what EB did with their pre-order practice, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, Andy, you shouldn't have done that. You're making things worse. Like, I get why collectors are doing it because they feel like there's no other option. And I just hate that is
Are you the Pokemon
the
guy,
system
bro?
and the cycle at the moment. So it's a weird one. Heading to Torokhan now. Last time I went was last summer. It was brilliant. I haven't been to the new one where they merged with Dice Roll, but when I went to Dice Roll, that was like one of the greatest stores in Nagoya. So I don't know what it's like now, but if I go back to Nagoya, I would like to see what the new Torokhan camp is like. All right. Oh, I turned this off. Black Bolt White Flare Binder. Hey, Silent Nova with the gifted again. Thank you, King. To Mine 9, thank you again for the support. I got the Twitch app. I can listen when I close the app. I'm in your ear. Don't you want to listen to the ambient sounds of Japan? You'd rather listen to me? I'm flattered. Oh, this actually looks really nice. The playmat against the white binder, too clean. I went to Torokar Camp in March and it was insane. Loads of stock, but prices are a little mixed. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was like when I was there too. Like the video that I put up when I first visited Torokar Camp, I was like, this is insane. It's basically like a Pokemon card museum. Prices were kind of all over the place, but you could find some diamonds in the rough. And I find that usually happens when you... I find that usually happens when a store is slow to update their prices. Which in 24 and 25, you were able to catch a little bit... Like it was kind of easy to catch that in certain stores. But now, because there's just so many people going to those stores, so many tourists coming through and stuff, it's hard to find outdated prices on cards in stores. But yeah, Torokar Camp when I first visited in 24 was solid. And I picked up like 6 cards from that trip. But yeah, there were a lot where I was like, whoa, pause. I spent around 1,300 AU, so I did find some decent stuff. What'd you pick up? Okay, so this is the Black Bolt White Flare binder so far. I did start doing this about 3 or 4 weeks ago. A lot has been happening on the stream, and so I've been getting distracted. You know, that we did the Pitch Black opening. We talked about the Japan Trading Card Association in Japan. Rants, you know, usual business. But when I finished up, I had put commons, uncommons, and rares into the binder, and it's clean. It is very crisp. It's a beautiful looking binder. Formula One Man actually messaged me and said that I missed. No, I didn't. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss anything. Everything's in order. You're tripping. No, I did. I missed. Oh, dude, I did miss it. This is terrible. Look, I gotta fix these pages, but I can do that in my own time. It's not too many. It's just 3 pages. Anyway, the system is commons and uncommons in the second half. First half is going to be for these bad boys. So these are, well, this is one box of a lot of the art rares that I picked up. Whoa. From Black Bolt White Flare. And they've just been sitting in a deck box, which is just an injustice. These need to go into a home, which is this binder. And I want to be able to look and flick through the pages and be like, damn, that's nice. So that's what we're doing today. So let me get my resources up on my second monitor. Cerebi Gen 5 Pokedex, because I didn't actually... okay, so when I did this, when I put the commons and uncommons in off stream, I put them in order and then I just put them in the binder. But I wanted to go through the original sleeves from the stores that I bought them in, because it's kind of funny looking at how cheap they were, because they were hella cheap. Golem Hydra, can I ask your opinion on a card? No, you can't. Go on, shoot, hit me. I'm ready. Ask for permission to ask me a question. Come on, what do you think this is? See, you know, this is crazy. I just got a message from somebody who's obviously watching the stream. And they said, I'm keen on buying your UPC pre-order if you don't want it. See what I mean? It doesn't matter if I cancel my order. Someone's just going to pick it up off of me. It's crazy, isn't it? It's actually crazy. Charge him 2x? I should, really. I honestly should. For me, honestly, the way I'm looking at it, I would like to just get the Japanese Umbreon and Espeon. And so if I can get that with the English UPC, I'll probably just trade for that and do that. I wanted to pick up the Pikachu DP exchange promo for my PC. Pikachu DP exchange. Which one is this again? Oh, this one. Whoa, what? Is it? It's 5,000 as a PSA 10, 400 as a 9.5. That seems pretty good. 200 US for a grade 8 or 200 raw. What? Show please. Yeah, I should. Let me know if you find a way to get the Espeon Umbreon box. I'm not going to get it. There's going to be no way. I have to. I will have no option but to buy it from a reseller if I want it. That's the reality now. There's no like, I know a guy or this guy's got the hookup. Like, that's just how it is. Those days are gone. Buy from Sakura Card Shop. No, I don't think I will. Ooh, showing eBay is risky on this. I can do this. I gotta go on incognito just because it shows my address. Pikachu 057. It is showing postage to 3,000, which is Melbourne, which is not me. Okay. Pikachu DP exchange. What do you even search? Pikachu DP exchange. Sold? Oh, really? You gotta click that to get sold? That's insane. I'm not seeing any DP exchange 48. There's two. There's this one. There's another one. I feel like eBay sold has gotten worse. It comes up with just stuff unrelated to what you search. I'd rather it didn't show me these. Like, I'd rather it just did not show me cards unrelated to my search and just said no other results. But that's just me. PSA 9. I don't know. Look, I think the thing with Pikachu cards, Golem Hydra right now, is that all Pikachu cards are inflated, but Pikachu cards are the least likely to have their ass fall out of them, if that makes sense. So like, let's say I spent, you know what I mean? Like a card like this, right? If I spend, you know, if I bought a PSA 10 of this, which is like $1,000, that's just like, it's risky in the sense that I'm spending $1,000 on a pristine copy of a card that is super, of a Pokemon that is super like niche-ish, and is not that popular amongst fans. So if there was to be like a bubble burst, cards like this would drop in value. Does it matter if I want the card? No. Will it hurt a little bit? Yes. With Pikachu cards, a bit different because they're like, what's the word? What's the word that you use to kind of like explain this? You know, Pikachu's a constant, like a popular Pokemon. Pikachu's always going to be popular. So if the Pokemon card market, whatever, popped, right, and the prices of singles came down, then yeah, Pikachu cards would probably go down in value too and get a bit cheaper, but not to the point where it's like going to destroy you, where you're going to feel terrible. So a card that's $1,000 might drop in price and now be like 700. Is that annoying? Yes, but if you're already prepared and comfortable spending 1,000 on a want, not a need, something dropping by like 300 shouldn't hurt you or like shouldn't upset you too much. Now, dropping $800 from like 1,000 to 200 would piss you off, but if it's disposable income and you can afford to do it, and you find a good condition copy card, go for it. But if it's a big expense that's going to set you back and impact your day-to-day life, it's risky. So that's the best way to explain it. It's a weird one. I had that Pikachu with the snowflake stamp from Countdown Calendar. Sold it for $50 about 5 years ago. That's crazy. Hey, Fizzy Moonlight, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted. You absolute legend. So many people dropping random gifteds today. I appreciate you guys. You're too kind. Hello. Thank you for your support. You're an absolute legend. Have you been enjoying the streams? That went to Hamigo. Pikachu as a character almost goes beyond Pokemon, which is why it's not affected as much. It's just that Pikachu is like a vendor bro commodity right now, you know? So I could often find A-tier vintage cards last summer in Tarot Card, now struggling to find them. Yeah, I mean, like, not to turn into like, not to be like mean or anything, but a lot of the guys in the UK, you know, that whole crew, like KB, Vivian and all that, they did make a lot of videos being like, I'm going to this card store to get cards to then grade and then sell at a show. So people were like, oh, cool. Like, that's the blueprint. And like, they were constantly in Tarot Card Camp and stores like that. So now everyone's like, oh, you just go to Tarot Card Camp and do that. So kind of not as good as it used to be, but that's how the world goes, right? Now you got me thinking about that Pikachu. I think I have that. I think I have one of them. The Fabled Pikachu binder. I have 57. But I don't have 47. So I am a loser. I would like having the 47, but I don't have them. I'm pretty sure I picked this up in Nagoya with Steve, and Steve was like, this card isn't that good. I'm like, bro, this card is goated. Or maybe I'm tripping. I can't remember. I feel like there are some Pikachu cards that are not in this binder that should be in it, but whatever. Detective Pika is one of my favorites. Great card. That is probably one of the... Is that one of the last promos? Not having your Pikachu in a yellow binder makes me sad. I put it in a blue binder specifically because I think it's a nice juxtaposition. Where is Tanto Pika? There. Nice card. Detective Pika. Dude, this card is insane. Super slept on card when it came out. If you stacked all of your binders, could you bench them? It would be heavy, but all my cards would probably get destroyed. All right, we should do this, right? We should do this thing. This is the thing. I got to stop teasing this binder. It's 12:30 here. All right, so where were we? I need the Gen 5 decks. All right, so we agree. Oy. I got the Detective Pika for 20 USD just a year ago. Yeah, that is crazy. And then it got pumped. There will be some Pikachu casualties, cards like Detective Pika, maybe, I don't know. It's weird. Like store exclusive or like exclusive promos usually are pretty safe when there's a crash. All right, so we're going to start with Snivy. Do you guys say Snivy or Snivy? I feel like a lot of these debates are ended by just watching the anime. What we can do is we can put mons that we know like are going to come up in a second. We can try and put them in order. Furigio, Gobito, Hattobo. That's a play on the word pigeon in Japanese. Yaburukon, Aken, Ruparudasu, Hoiga. I like this card. You know, also a lot of these debates are solved by just saying the Japanese name. It's way easier. Hoiga, Emboa, Kaburomo, Gamageroge. Hiaki. This is a nice card. Hiapu. There we go. 2 together. This is weird because, like, how do we do this? All right, let's just go through the stack now and we'll try and find Snivy's Evo line. Well, we don't have the superior. There we go. Found it. This is a double. Done. Man, what a good card. I had this card. I featured this in the video when I was talking about art rares. Yeah, well, when Black Bolt White Flare came out, all these cards, I bought them on launch weekend. So, this was how much it was on launch weekend, which I thought was like crazy. I'm like, there's no way this holds up. But now this is an expensive card now, isn't it? I think it's like kind of crazy. Piggy. Yo, Piggy with the Prime. Thank you, Piggy.
Pussy,
the absolute legend.
My little pickle, kombucha.
Piggy, good to see you. Thank you for the Prime.
Have a nice day.
Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Who else just jumped in before? Sanave. Well, look who it is. Sup, King. Good to see you, Sanave. Thanks for coming down. Good to see you again. Thank you again, you absolute legend, Piggy, for the Prime. Kombucha. You're a boss. They've linked the Amazon Prime. Free Twitch sub with Amazon Prime. How good. No skin off your back. I get some Amazon mega bucks. Everyone's happy. You get free delivery still. Akin Titan, thank you for the 17 months of TL1, you absolute legend. Thank you for your support, King. I was thinking about you the other day, not to be parasocial or weird, but I was thinking, I mean, when I think about Japan trips, I always reminisce about our time hanging out together. It was fun. And I always think about getting toast to that place and just getting bread with you. And it was raining before we went to... We were going to Ikabuga that day, I'm pretty sure. Good times, man. Where are you traveling at the moment? Thank you for the 17 months of support, you legend. Okay. First card. The art rare has gone on this binder. It is Snivy. This one is by Yoshimi Miyoshi. Can't think of any other card they've drawn since, but I know that once I look at Art of Pokemon, I will see them. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Stunning stuff. So good as well. You know what else? This card works really well with the holo pattern on art rares because of the direction they're looking. It looks like the sun is shining down on them. So that is a genius use of the holo to add like this extra layer to the card. That is smart. This is awesome. They did the Rotom SAR. I'm going to look them up on Art of Pokemon. So we'll get this going at the same time. Art of Pokemon. Yoshimi Miyoshi. Too much green, but good card? No, come on. Too much green? What do you want them to do? They've drawn 6 cards. Oh, they have some... Okay, this is an artist that you could start an artist binder out of. Oh, I remember when this Rowlet got revealed, actually, because this was their debut card. I remember everyone being like, this is going to be dope. No. Oh, I spoke about them in the Battle Partners video. I remember this now, the Rockra. By the way, do not Google, but in the video that went up the other day, I called Lycanroc Hisuian Zoroark. Mistakes were made. I think that's my one mistake of the video, and I have to live with it forever. Yeah, it's actual LARP. It's actual LARP. This is a nice artist. Nice style too. I like how the cards are all kind of consistent. Pokemon is central. They're not putting them like, or as close to central as possible. They're not putting them in weird spots. This is nice. I do not remember seeing this in Mega Dream. I'm not going to lie. I have no recollection of this card existing. But it's a banger. This is nice too. Inferno X. I bet you this is like 2,000 yen now. Dope card. All right, first card in the binder. That Rotom is 900 yen, Aiden. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff. Oh, awkward light. All right. Who we got? Guys, who we got next up? I don't know where this goes. Where do we go from here? Servine, Jiro Sasumu, my goat. You know, as much as I always say like Jiro Sasumu is one of my favorite artists and I love their cards, I do not have a proper Jiro Sasumu binder set up. And I should probably get around to doing that. I hope I have doubles of this card. I think I do. I always felt like the Numal feels so confident but can't make it across that gap and falls shortly after. Why did you give them such a demise? There's no way. Dude, there's no way they fall after and die. They make it across the gap. They make it across the gap, dude. Because the step feels so short. They make it across the gap. It's okay. Yeah, Jiro Sasumu's kind of goated. Out of Pokemon. I called him Jiro Sasumu when I searched it. Oh. These actually have come out. I forgot. I was meant to go looking and get these cards. These have come out now. There's like starter sets that came out last week on Friday. They have art rares in them. There's an Eevee as well. I need to go pick them up before people realize that they exist. I feel like nobody is talking about them like internationally on the US side because of Storm Emeralda. So there's your heads up. Will they be released in English? Most likely, but who knows? But you know for sure that the second these get pumped in Japanese, they're not coming back down. So yeah. Dude, Sasumu's had some heaters over the last few months. This is nice. Beautiful card. They draw very, very, very good backgrounds. Like very detailed backgrounds. For Mantis. The tag teams are looking at me. Do you not have the tag teams Silent Nova? Like the regular ones or the special arts? This just came out, so you might see this in the stores, Silent Nova. Have you ever been to Sendai or know a good list of shops? I have. Sendai's beautiful place, great food, fantastic, incredible food, and really good card shops too. There is a video actually, it's the Black Bolt White Flare video on YouTube where I go to a bunch of card stores in Sendai. I did film a dedicated Sendai video, but the edit never got started. So I need to go back to Sendai and update that video before I release it. But I think Sendai is fantastic. It's a great place to visit. It's a beautiful city. Is it worth it for just the card stores alone? Hard to say. I haven't been there since June last year, but when I was there, it was really good. But it's hit and miss. I'd say there's maybe like 4 stores there that are worth it. And there's maybe like 20 to 30 stores in general. So do you think I think it's worth going to Sendai period for the food, get some gyutan, beautiful stuff. If you like eating beef, beef tongue, there's a really nice gyutan store I can send you the link to, and you can go and eat there. Worth it alone. And then, yeah, you can check out like there's C Labo, there's a PDG there. There's a store, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's a subsidiary or sister store to Dragon Star. That's good too. There's a couple other good ones. I'll send you them. But they're also in that Black Bolt White Flare video on YouTube. Yeah, 100% worth going while you're there. All right, we don't have the Superior because it's a special art rare, so I have to pick that up at some point. But next card we can go into is the Tepig, which is here. Nope, that is not Tepig. That's in War. We need Tepig. Next Japan trip when? Well, I was talking about it a little bit earlier. There's a sub goal there, but I haven't actually specified the goal. So I'm going to have to like outline the plan and the goals and stuff. But I'm looking at doing September for the 30th. And then just trying to film as many videos as I can. I got a lot of stuff I want to do over there on this next trip. I was meant to go in May. We had a family emergency. I was meant to go in end of May. I postponed it. We had another family emergency. There's a lot of family emergencies this year. And then I was going to go for Storm Emeralda, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I didn't go. But I booked a ticket to go in May, and I've had to keep I've changed it to a flight credit and I just need to like go. But now it's annoying because it's expensive to go where it wasn't before. Okay. Tepig by Orca. This, like, all the starters from this set are beautiful. Like, they're just fantastic cards. This is another banger. I can't wait to finish, like, putting these in the binder. Orca. I feel like we were talking about them recently. Orca. Art of Pokemon. I went to check my spreadsheet of stores and already had your video noted to watch for Sendai. There you go. Orca did... That's right. Orca did the Bulbasaur. I forgot about that. So they did Bulbasaur, they did Lickitung, Volbeat, and Lumice. I remember they did these two connecting cards. These were good in Palkia V-Star. Like a Palkia V-Star when Glass Trumpet came out with Terrapagus. These were fun. This was a fun deck to play. They're cute cards too. The Zoom rule is very nice. This is beautiful. Great stuff. Obviously, the Lapras from Heatwave Arena is really nice. Misty's Lapras. Kind of an underrated card. Got very, very quickly hyped up and then everyone forgot about it. Journey Together and Heatwave Arena are really weird. Like, they got giga hyped and then everyone forgot about him. Togedemaru, this is fantastic. I should pick this up. Inferno X. I don't know when I'm going to start picking up, like, Inferno X cards from, like, Mega Brave and, I always forget it. What's it called? Mega Fantastic. Mega Symphonia, that's it. I haven't picked up any cards from those sets. I don't know when I'm going to do that. But I should do that at some point. But yes, they did draw this Bulbasaur from the starter deck set, which made it a $1 bajillion card in Japanese. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling especially good now that that video is gone. Not that I hated that video, but I really was looking forward to getting it out and hearing people's thoughts and opinions on it. Beautiful card. Just so soft and calm. You know what I mean? It's just chill. I feel like all the art rares in this set are just super chill. They just feel warm. I do think it's a kind of a missed opportunity that they didn't get the one artist to draw Evo lines in this, the same way that they did for the commons and uncommons, but what can you do? It is what it is. Okay, this is by Masa. Has the same kind of vibes as the Tepig, so you couldn't really fault you for thinking it's the same artist. But it's not Orca, it is Masa. Pretty much all the art res from Mega Block are still free. It's really nice. Free, yeah, I know they are. It's good. I was talking about this the other... Who was that? Why was I talking about this card? Because I remember messaging someone and saying that Maltan. I think someone was messaging me saying, I think one of these Pikachus by Masa. So this artist has only drawn art rares so far. When I look at this Maltan, like, all right, when you look at this, what do you guys think? Because I view it as like Maltan's like jumping to get grinded, but it's not. It's they're like bathing in the sparks from something being grinded. Yeah, they're just enjoying the sparks. But when I first saw this, I'm like, are they jumping to their impending doom? But they're just enjoying the sparkles. There's a funny card. Then they drew the Torkoal from Crimson Haze in a pizza oven. I feel like we must have spoken about Masa recently because I feel like I've done this. And this is just like a random guy. This isn't even like a trainer. This is just like a random dude. This is actually a weird card. Who's the random dude? It's no lore at all. It's just like a random guy. In a really big... Oh, wait. It's not a pizza oven. God, I'm so stupid. It's not a pizza oven. They're a... What do you call them? What do you call the pottery guys? They make in pots. Are they a sculptor? It's a kiln. Dunoir, you just know everything. You're quite learned. You have a high IQ. This is nice. Aurorus. Although, don't hate me for this, but now whenever I see Aurorus, I think of Power World, which is why Pokemon sued them. This reminds me of a Pokemon reminds me of Power World. That's crazy. It was you, wasn't it? That's who I was messaging. I was like, oh, I swear I was messaging someone about the Meltan. Beautiful card. I'm just a nerd. No, you're quite learned. You have a high IQ. Am I going to open Power World? I was speaking about this the other day. No, I'm not. It's a weird one. I mean, I kind of wanted to play the game for the fun of it, but Power World's a weird one. Power World's a weird one. It's a weird one. Like we all know that it was built off of the back of Pokemon. So it's just a weird ass game. But I am intrigued. That makes sense. I'm torn. I do like that they went back to like make the Power Mons less like Pokemon. That was good, but yeah, I don't know. NC Empire with Emboar. So this is weird because these all could have been special art rares, but they're not. But at the end of the day, they're still like final Evo art rares. So, but they do not carry anywhere near the price tag of, you know, something like the Superior. Or like a Greninja EX would as a special art rare, because they're just art rares. Which just goes to show a lot of the prices are tagged to rarity more often than not. But then sometimes they aren't. It's weird. I don't know. Is it just because there aren't many Emboar fans out there? It's a weird one. NC Empire has a lot of really nice cards. They've always been a good artist. They really don't get spoken about very much, but they've always been a really good artist. They have like random Giga Bangers like the Entei. I remember when this came out being like, this is insane. They are really good at drawing Pokemon. Oh, they drew the Charizard, which I have like 100 of, which is kind of funny. I think they're worth, I think I bought them at like $2 each, $1 each. I think they're worth $10, but you could not sell these for $10 if you tried, man. Impossible. Impossible stuff. Yeah, they do draw some like odd looking cards. I remember people not liking this card when it came out. I remember people hating that card. This is nice. That is a good card. This is a good Pokemon. This is an example of Pokemon being good at designing Pokemon still. This is still a good Pokemon. This is a good Pokemon in general. And this is really good. This is recent too. Morpeko EX. Very similar in style to the Loudred. Nice artist. I feel like this artist would make for a good artist section in your binder. I rate it. I would say that Emboar is probably their best card, period, though. I reckon this is their best card. But maybe I'm biased because it's Gen 5 and it's a Gen 5 starter. And I ran with Emboar in my my black playthrough way back when. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. How do you rank the Black Bolt starters? Have you checked out the artwork product tabs on the artist? I should do that. You did mention that. You like their artwork. This is a good little subsection that you've added. And products. Oh, they did cool metal. This is just from the... Oh, that's from Worlds. I'd like to go to Worlds. This is nice. That is really good. Dude, Pocket has some insane art locked behind it, man. I didn't know they did all of Cool Metal. I like this release. This binder goes hard. Yeah, but now it's officially too late to go to Worlds because I can't get a pass. Everything's locked in now. Next World. I'll go to the next Worlds when I start playing again. Everything's locked in now. I can't go. I'm pretty sure you need to have your spectator pass tied to a person by now. Superior, Hisuian Samurott, Mega Embor, Samurott Embor. I'm going to go Embor. Embor, Samurott, Superior. I put Superior at the end. All right, next up, Oshawott. I don't know why this card... Why did this card get... Oh, we're in an ad break? Dude, we're always in an ad break. I'm going to put a cup of tea on. We'll be right back. All right. Why is this Oshawott $1 million now? What changed? Is it just because Oshawott is like a popular Pokemon? Is it because it's okJLUV? Like, what changed? Why was this always like, why was this the chase from the set? I have other ones of this one, so I'm going to get one that's, because that's like kind of off center a little bit. Is it because it's a cutie card? Is that why? Because it's good in cute binders? Fuck, that is a banger card. Zorowell. Why is there a Magnemite here? What the hell? Tepig. We're gonna need that. This is a great card. That is a great card. That's a great card. Put these guys together. I'm pretty sure I went past. I'm pretty sure. Dude, sorting cards is actually like relaxing, but also can be low-key painful. Run Mons. I don't know if they're nearby each other. What was I looking for again? No, I forgot what I was looking for. What the hell was I looking for? Another Oshawott.
Pussyo, My Little Pickle, Kombucha.
I'm tripping out. Oh, I should keep these together.
Have a nice day.
This is a great card. We need this one. Where's the Carablast? Bro. This is a great card. Dude, too many good cards. Good card. Here we go. Oh, we need this. We need this. See? There's a reason why I'm doing everything. Oh, we need this. This is a great card. Okay. There's another stack. This is a good card too, but you can't see it yet. Good card. Wait, where did I put the Gothitelle? I put it in a... Man, I'm making a mess out of this. Alright, there's a Carablast. I bought a lot of Carablast. Where is our Seismitoad? Good card. Hate this mon, but this card's not too bad. Alright, where are my Oshawatts? Yeah, that one's a bit better. I'm pretty sure there's another stack somewhere. That's a good card, the Munna. There is another stack of Oshawatts somewhere. Not in there. It's somewhere. Whatever. I'm gonna leave this one in here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I've made a mess. Let me pour my tea. I've made a mess. All right. It's always slow to start this. It just always is. It's how it is. But it gets easier as it goes on. Like I'm putting cards in order, so I've got to have like a stack of these cards are in order. So that it's easier. So when I go to look for cards, I go there first. Like this. In order. Had that before, but I don't know where I put it. Like I had that one too. They're everywhere. Okay. Oshawott. This one's a bit better centered, so. Yo, Churro just subscribed. I don't even see it. Churro, thank you for the Prime, you absolute legend. He did it when I was going to make my tea. Thank you, King. Thank you so much for the Prime, Churro. Thank you for 5 months, you legend. Boss man. Hope you're well. And again, thank you for your very kind message this morning on Instagram. So yeah, is it just literally because it got cute? Or it is cute? OKJLUV, popular Pokemon, really nice card. Did anybody make like a video being like, this card is the most underrated black and bolt white card of all time, and here's why. What is it that caused Black Bolt White Flare to just disappear like that? Because I just stopped thinking about it, but that's because but even then, like the Japanese cards aren't that expensive still, or are they? Because I remember looking at the Japanese special art rares a while ago, being like they're still like affordable outside of Zekrom and Reshiram, naturally. Is it it's because Oshawott has motion, and is that it? It is a beautiful card. It is by OKJLUV. I feel like OKJLUV doesn't really need the showcase. Is that rude of me to not go through OKJLUV's cards? Look, let's Let's have a refresher. What has OKJLUV done for us lately? You know what I'm saying? What have they actually drawn lately? Hey, K-Ski, have you started putting like regional exclusives on other Pokemon? They have got this Pikachu coming up. Oh, they did AZ as part of Ninja Spinner. It's a nice card. This is nice. Good Turtwig. Man, OKJLUV is on 109 cards so far. Probably a couple of those are probably double ups. Yeah, there's a couple double ups there, but you know what you need to do next? Pokemon JP. You need to start removing duplicate entries. Like, you should have cards and you should have unique illustrations as a subsection. I'm just saying. Regionally soon, being distracted with Pocket. I'm adding more work to your table, bro. I'm sorry. Crazy to think how much time has passed since this card. I remember this being people fucking losing it over this. And then it ended up being a really cheap card too. But I remember everybody instantly falling in love with his art style. I love White Flare and Black Bolt equally. Franco, what are you trying to do to me, bro? You're killing me. That's crazy work. All right. Next up, Duot. Taida Akitsu. You know, it's crazy that the Oshawott is just like giga pumped and then the rest of the Evo line is just like whatever. It was like that when I was shopping around, when I was trying to build up this set and I was just buying as many art res as I could. I did go low-key kind of super sexy crazy with this set when it came out in Japan. I was like gobbling up art res like crazy. I couldn't help myself. Taida Akitsu, good artist. I haven't seen what they've drawn for a while though. Well, I don't know what they've drawn recently, I should say. Taida Akitsu. What is the name of the store when you were, it was quite new in Osaka? It's right next to a metro station. Giraful? There's a lot of Giraful, just quietly. There's like 4 in Nipponbashi now, I think. Oh, they drew this Enamorus that I was talking about the other day, being like, hate this Pokemon. Like, come on, look at Enamorus. What is this thing? What is this thing that's wrapped around it? It's like a tumor. It's gross. And then it's got like this long, lanky, skinny body. I hate these Pokemon. I hate them so much. Remember when I was trying to catch this when I was playing, what do you call it? Legends Arceus? Dude, I hate this Pokemon. I'm a hater. I don't like it. That's how my little boy says it. No, I don't like it. No, don't like it. He's turning into a bit of a brat. I'm not going to lie. This is nice. Mian Xiao is really good. Yeah, I remember being like, God damn, this is a dope card when I saw this. There's another really good card they drew. They drew this. Taida Akitsu kind of been goated since their release. Or since their debut, I should say. Good Ghastly. Oh, they drew the Sylveon, that's right. Dude, this... Okay. Look, I'm just going to say it. This is better than the Umbreon. This is the better card. This is the better card. Between Sylveon and Umbreon, Moonbreon, the Sylveon is the better card. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. This is the better card. 100%. 100%. Honestly, here comes the hottest take you'll ever hear. You ready? EV Heroes VMAX Special Art Ranking. Sylveon VMAX, Glaceon VMAX, Leafeon VMAX, Umbreon VMAX. Umbreon is the weakest VMAX from EV Heroes. Oh my god. Akin Titan. He might be goated. He might be my brother. He might be my brother. Leafeon is not last. That card is goated. Leafeon is last for sure. Shut the hell up. Nah, dog. No. It's literally rolling hay balls in a field on a farm. It's goated. Sorry. But this is the best one. It's the best one. Does the Espeon count? I mean, that card's great. That's the Attack on Titan Espeon. If Espeon VMAX was in that set, it would take top spot. Ooh. If we're including Espeon, Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon, then it gets a little bit harder. I still think the Sylveon is the best, but then I put the Espeon second, then I put the Flareon third, then I put the Glaceon fourth, the Leafeon fifth, Jolteon sixth, Vaporeon seventh, and the Umbreon eighth. I actually put the Umbreon last in almost all instances. Silent Nova, I feel like you are like speed running. I've only been streaming for 2 hours and you're like, all right, I'm done with Nagoya. Time to go to Osaka. That's so crazy. Don't you want to spend a bit more time in Nagoya? There's a really good ramen store in Nagoya, which is near the Sea Labo, but I would have to like do some digging to find it. Oh, you've already done a day in Nagoya? Okay, that makes sense. Off to Osaka. Yeah, Leafeon was by Hyoganosuke. That is correct. Oh, the battery died. That's not good. You don't have an Espeon? I have an Espeon. I have a spare. I have a lot of spares. I take that card to card shows often when I try to trade, and people are always like, nah, I don't want it. I'm just like, bro, whatever, man. I'll keep holding it till people realize. I think I put this in a new sleeve. Okay. Such a shame we don't have the Superior. This would make a great start to what is evidently going to take forever to do, because if I keep going through stopping and looking at the other cards the artists have done, I'm going to be here for a very long time. Samurott by Dom. Great artist. I'm making a city binder, so I'm collecting every card that shows like a town in the background. Dude, how many different binder variants do you have that you're building? Rubbian, come on, man. Come back home. Come back to the Discord. What are you doing, bro? We were talking about Dom the other day, weren't we? Or weren't? No, we were talking about. We weren't talking about Dom. We were talking about Gosan. Dom burst onto the scene. Burst onto the scene with the Jolteon. This was crazy. This was a different era, man. VMAX Climax era, fucking wild. This was an insane debut card. Crazy, crazy stuff. You're a bastard for picking up those Seismitoads for so cheap. I know. I used what I knew to get ahead, and I've done nothing with them but keep them in a box here. Now that I'm working out where all my doubles are, I'll put them in a trade binder. I'll make the most out of them. What's my thoughts on ARS slabs? I think they look cool, but I'm not big into grading, so I have no thoughts really here or there. They're nice, but the bulkier the slab, the less I like it, I think. This was a good card by them. This is actually a great card by them. Dude, you got Krogunk, Hisuian Primeape. No, Annihilape, sorry. This is a dope card. Pessimian and Lucario as well. Dude, this is an underrated card. This is actually underrated. Oh, dude, this is like an insane card. Every time we start looking at cards, I gotta ask, art rare tier list? I feel like I can't do the art rare tier list until I finish this binder because a lot of the cards, like, a lot of my favorite art rares are from this, and I want to have like a refresher. That is going to be a fucking 8-hour stream, dude. It's going to consume my life. I've picked up the samurai. I'm not even showing it on the screen. Oh, they drew the Gideon. Gideon. I'm thinking of Scott Pilgrim. Art rare tier list is going to take like 9 hours. I need to start that at like 9 a.m. and have like meals prepared, coffee. Nah, if I'm gonna do every art rare, I need to have multiple meals prepared, multiple coffees ready, lots of water. I probably have to wear a diaper, and I need Art of Pokemon to give me raws of every art rare so I can put them into a tier list. Because building the tier list is going to be time consuming. And I will lose my voice within like 6 hours. Solid card. With the seagull in the background. Did I just call Wingull seagull? Yeah. I did. I have the raws downloaded. Okay. You have every art rare downloaded? Why do you have that? Why do you have every art rare downloaded? And can you send them to me? I was making prints for my binder. I tried doing that, but when I printed them, they came out really awkwardly. All right, first page is done. It took a while, but we got there. It took 4 weeks, but we got here. All right. Next up is Pat Rat. And now things get annoying. Because I gotta find these cards. Okay, Minezumi. This is all you've done after 2 hours? Come on, man. Well, I mean, the first hour I was just talking about stuff. The second hour I was talking about stuff again, but now with cards. What do you want? I'm not fun. I'm doing this the slow, fun way for me. I don't even know if I bought Pat Rat. Minezumi. Where is the superior? I do not own it, Venoming. Hello, good to see you. It sounds like I have a shitty printer. Probably do. What can I say? I got a shitty printer. It's part of like what I'm doing is putting these cards in the binder so I can see where my gaps are. This is a nice card. This is a card that I want to get out of that ugly ass sleeve. Like ASAP. That's a double. That's a double. This is a double now. This is a double. What's this? What's this pile? Whoop. I feel like these are doubles. Are they doubles? Yep. All right, these are doubles. The final stream, part 5, part 2, the final chapter, the last episode. Dude, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. That's a double. Oh, here we go. That's a double. That's a double. Yes, I got 2. Jiro Sussimo binder. Let's go. Not a double. That's a double. This is, I'm getting anxiety, but that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. There's a second card behind this. Mr. President, there's been a second card behind it. These are doubles. These are doubles. Yes, I do have a pat rat. There we go. Okay, we found it. That's a double. That's a double. Ooh, Juba. Somebody said, what's my favorite Pokemon all time? Tough to say. Typhlosion gets in there. Ampharos gets in there. I really like Excadrill. I'm a big Excadrill fan. Oh, this is good. This is a good Mian Xiao. Okay. See, look, we made some good progress here. We put some good cards in order. That was good progress. Dude,
W progress? My little pickle.
Dude, W progress.
Kombucha. These nuts. Have a nice day.
These are all doubles, right? Yeah, I know these are doubles. Okay, doubles. Yo, Brewer. You absolute legend. Thank you for the 57 months. Brewer. Thank you for 28 months at tier 1. 57 months. Is the master set complete? I think I just got my last card today from Yute. That's what we're going to find out. That's why I'm going through this process. I'm just putting the cards in the binder to figure it all out. There are some gaps. Brewer, thank you so much for 57 months of support. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, King. I cannot thank you enough. Mwah. I blow a kiss. I don't know how much more I'm supposed to thank you. It feels like a lot. That's a lot of pieces that I've been able to order because of you. But thank you, King. I hope you've been well. There's some more Seismitoads. Who was saying fuck you or who was calling me a bastard? I got a lot of them. Every time I saw a Seismitoad, I was like, yep. Yoink. That's a double. This isn't a double. This is a really good card. But that was expensive to get on launch because playable. I got a lot of Zoroarks for some reason. And Zoroas. This is a cute, this is a cute mon. It's a good card. This is my double. I'm making a doubles pile. Oh, we needed this one. Put that over there. I don't know where I can put that. I'll put that there. We needed this. Did we? I don't know. I'm kind of like losing my mind. That's double now. Double. Seen this. Put that there. Great card. I was looking for it. Okay. And then double. Alright. I have a big double. This is all doubles, right? No, that shouldn't be there. That should be there. That should be there. That should be there. And these are all doubles. Out of order doubles, but doubles nonetheless. Okay, this is good. Progress. Progress has been made again. Alright. I'm just making like stacks so that I can put, I can make this run a little bit smoother. It's like a game. It's like a mix and matching game. You know what I'm saying? Shikajika. Throw, 2 throws, double. Okay, got these guys. I don't know why I put these guys here. Who is this? Basurao. Oh, okay. Relicanth. Not Relicanth. Can't remember their name. What's their name? I can't remember it. Can't remember their name. Can't remember even their Evo's name. I'm blanking. Name check. LARP check. When you say it, I'm gonna remember it. Basculin. Fucking hell. Hisuian Legion. Fuck. LARPing. Every day I'm LARPing. Disgusting. I'm a disgusting pig of a man. This is what we came for, by the way. That. A pat rap. I don't have a, what's his name? Bisharp and, what's his name? Mega Man Pokemon. Then there's King Gambit. What's his name? Pawniard. Bisharp Pawniard. Got there. King Gambit. Is it? It's not King Gambit. I'm tripping. There's too many Pokemon. This is the problem. I know only one person that knows every Pokemon's name. It's Brent Tonneson, the Pokemon TCG player. Everybody else is LARPing, including me. I haven't spoken to you yet. You don't know every Pokemon's name. I guarantee you don't. There's no way. All right. I got full score on Guess That Pokemon. Have you just talked to... Have I talked to Pokemon Steven since his last video? I have. I kept sending him messages. I kept sending Steven messages being like, rest in peace, King. You'll never be forgotten. Fly high, little one. You'll always be my goat. And he's like, I'm still here. I'm like, it was good knowing you, bro. He's just playing golf now. Did he speak about the allegations against him? What are the allegations against him? This isn't bad. I don't mind this. See, look at it. It's freed. It's freed from that sleeve where there was a freaking fat sticker across its face. Why you say it like he's dead? Because he made a video being like, I'm done selling Pokemon cards. And everyone was like, the GOAT has passed. The GOAT is dead. Long live the GOAT. It was like he died. I just couldn't help but laugh. It was funny. But I get it because people really liked his vids and his insight. So for him to like stop making that, I get why people were like, okay, we're going to miss you, bro. But I was like, bro, he didn't die. And he's going to 100% come back at some point. There's no way he's like out forever. He's going to be gone for like 6 months at most. Yukihira Tada, Art of Pokemon. Oh, they drew the fan rotom that I really like. Oh, this is the artist that did the pincer. Yes, I remember this person. I remember them now. Yes, this card does remind me of the pincer. Yes. I'm remembering. Okay, so this is Yukihiro Tada. I remember them now. This Patrat is most like their pincer. What do you want me to say? Pincer? Turtonator is probably one of the worst Pokemon names of all time. Turtonator. Very healthy lunch of KFC on my way to the metro. Dude, 7-Eleven? Onigiri. Come on, man. You gotta know that. You gotta understand the method. Not the KFC. Dude, you are American. Dude, you can't be getting KFC in Japan. You're gonna be getting the onigiri at the least. If you need a quick lunch, come on, man. At least get the Fami Chiki. Exactly, dude. This is a good card. I understand, like, I don't love these cards either, but I understand. I mean, it's just an Ogerpon problem, isn't it? It's just an Ogerpon problem, man. Like, Ogerpon themselves, cute design. And seeing them be so small in these, I know the mask is, like, the focus, but Ogerpon is actually really cute in all of these. If you like look at the actual Ogerpon, it's just a terror problem. Yeah, Ogerpon is really cute in all of these. I think Ogerpon is a good Pokemon and a good design, and I get the idea, but I feel like the masks are like too much. I feel like it would be better if it was like if Ogerpon was like holding the mask on like a stick or something, if it was like one of those kind of masks, but it just being like a big crystal on their head, kind of like, because like I keep saying it, like the actual Ogerpon illustration is cute. You're British, that's worse. It is worse, Silent Nova. That's worse. You gotta at least get the Fami Chiki, dude. Fami Chiki, Kombini Tuna Mayo on Nigiri, maybe a salmon. Come on, man. You can't be doing this. You know what else? You need to just give yourself a good lunch when you get to Osaka. Just have a nice lunch. But the card text is covering the whole of Ogerpon. You can just like, so you can see the face. Like they purposely drew it so you can see the face. Fami Chiki is grease slop though. Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you're going to get KFC or Fami Chiki, you get Fami Chiki, right? I quite like the Pat Rat. I've never actually had KFC in Japan, so maybe I'm not an authority on this one. I like this Pat Rat. It's nice. Gets a tick from me. I don't think we're ever going to finish this binder. I think it's cooked. Pat Rat free from the Mike Wazowski curse. What does that mean? Rubber Yen, what are the allegations against Pokemon Steven? I gotta know. What do I think about the simplified Chinese Sylveon EX SAR? My all-time biggest regret, all time. But like, okay, but one of my regrets is asking for regionally exclusive Pokemon cards. It has become a curse. There's too many, and it's making, I don't know, it just kind of is like whatever. I don't know. Them being so exclusive, and them also like them being so exclusive, and they're not printed in other languages, and then also really difficult to get them. If you're not in, like, if you're not Chinese or in China, it's just like a gross. It's like a recipe for disaster. So you can't get them unless like you're willing to pay, and I'm not willing to pay, which means I will never get them. But that's okay. I've come to terms with that. So it's fine. So what do I think of him? I mean, it's nice, but I try not to think about regional exclusives outside of the regions I collect. I can help you get them for better prices. I mean, that would be lovely. If I had a way to, if I could just like look at a list of prices for the regional exclusives and be like, yeah, I reckon I'll pick these up. Like, I would probably be more inclined to buy them. But because I don't know what price, like, I don't know what is a good price, what's a bad price. I don't know what a bargain is. I have never bought them because I don't want to get ripped off. I don't want to pay more. I've also not put in the work myself to find out what the best price is. So I'm not complaining about it, but this is just like this is where I'm at. Like, I really like those Evolution, the art res. I think the Umbreon is really, like, they're really nice, that whole series of cards, but it's overwhelming. I feel like they always get pumped. Like the Gengar, like, is a cool card, but it just got giga pumped. Got giga pumped, so I'm just like, well, I'm never getting it. If we ever have some time to chat, I can hook you up and explain their market. I would love to learn more. Are you afraid of the microphone? Maybe you can jump, we can do like a quick little powwow on the stream and you can teach people. But then that might be bad because then more people will see them and buy them. And then we'll make everything harder again. We should stop, we should gatekeep more. Who knows, man? I don't even know anymore. Really bad pull rates on the simplified Chinese exclusives too. Everyone's saying gatekeep. It's over. All right. I honestly don't think I have this next one. Where is my Pokedex? I close the tab. What's wrong with me? Let's close the tab. Nope. Switch the tab. Just don't know where it is. It is from... I don't know if I have this one. okJLUV. Unfortunately, I'm pro gatekeeping. Well, there you go. If you ever do teach me, I will gatekeep it. I will not spread the word. I will continue to gatekeep in your stead. In your stead? In your steed? What am I actually looking for? I don't know okJLUV's Japanese name off the top of my head. I'm looking for miruhogu. Oh, that makes sense. Miruhogu. Miru, Japanese verb for to see. Hogu. okJLUV. Miruhogu. Miruhogu. Alright, Miruhogu. Because all of my cards are covered by big fat stickers, I am looking for the Japanese name. I literally walked into a book off in Sendai and I just bought every art rare in the cabinet, being like, yep. Because this book off that I went to had every art rare for like 180 or... I lie? Me when I lie? Most of them, when I bought them, were like 180 yen. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just buying everything. One of each, please. No condition check. Just put them in the bag. Pretty please. Thank you very much. You are the goat. And the rest is history. Where are the other art rares? Who fucking knows? These are reverses. What's this stack? Am I tripping? Am I losing my mind? Did I go through this stack already? I did. I literally just went through that stack. Okay, he's losing it. Are these doubles? I don't even know anymore. Nope. Not there. Not here. I'm looking for a bunch of Sun and Moon era holos, GX. Would Book Off be a good place to search for them? Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Sun and Moon era holos, GXs. Where would you even go for that these days? I feel like you'd need to go and ask like a card, like a store that had playables for like any of their bulk. I feel like that's a weird one. Like, where are the Sun and Moon EX? Where are the Sun and Moon rares? I feel like Torokar Camp would be a good bet, but it's a tough store to navigate these days for those reasons I was talking about earlier. That is a really weird and difficult... That's a hard question to answer, and I don't know the answer to it. Because you would think that all of those cards would be like 50 yen. You know what I mean? But they're not going to be in a cabinet. These are cards from the video that I didn't put back in their binder. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Okay, so I found another stack. What I can do is I can ask a buddy and I'll see if he knows. He might have some insight. Oh, Daramaka. This is a double. 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 Not the droids I'm looking for. That needs to go into a home. Double. Double. Gotta go in a home. Gotta go in a home. Okay. So. More doubles. Doubles pile. I think I just do not have a watchog, so it is missing. We're in an ad break. We're always in ad breaks. Make the ads end. God damn it. I was talking about that earlier in the stream when Vandy was asking what my goals were. Yes, I'm planning to go back this September. I need to work out a plan and a budget and all of that good stuff to make that make sense and a schedule. So that is a plan. Got 8 seismotoads, 6 Oshawotts, but no psychic rats. Well, at least I got the seismotoads. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're buying cards, you're making a collection, you skip the basic stuff like watchog. All right? So watchog goes here. Thank you for the follow, Potato. Welcome to the stream. All right. I just saw this. So we need Lillipup. This is a cute card. Narumi Sato. I feel like I was talking about them the other day. Don't ask me why. I think it's because they drew the Azurill that I've been like obsessing over recently from Storm Emeralda. Yes, it is definitely them. Let's look them up. This is a nice card. It's cute. I feel like dog type, like dog Pokemon or Pokemon based off of pets are really easy to draw because you can just put them in like really easy, fun, cute settings. Like this is what a dog would do when it wants to go out and play. It wants to go out and play catch. It wants to go for a walk. It's what a dog would do. It's cute. It's how they look back at you as well. This is a good card. Good work from Narumi Sato. They actually are very deserving of like an artist section in a binder. I feel like all of their cards are bangers. Like they really don't miss. Art of Pokemon Narumi Sato. We were talking about them the other day, which is why it's come up in my tabs. Very strong Naoya Kimura vibes. And I was saying this when I was looking at them the other day too. We were literally talking about them the other day during the Storm Emeralda stream. You'd think that they've been drawing since like the inception of Pokemon. And they have a very consistent art style too. Very consistent. Banger card here. Said it last week. I'll say it again. Literally Friday we're talking about this artist. This is a really nice Pichu as well. Yeah, Journey Together. Or Heatwave Arena. However you want to look at it. This is just such a good card. How good is this card? It's too good. Too good. 480 yen for the Azurill. Good pickup. Honestly, if you get that anywhere between 200 and 500 yen, it's whatever. In like 3 weeks, it'll probably be 300 yen, but it's whatever. It's literally whatever. It's literally whatever. Great card. Beautiful stuff. Nice. All right. Then we need Herdier. I do not know if I have Herdier. Which set is it from? Is it from white or black? It is from White Flare. I actually think I did go past it. Harderia. Harderia. I literally, yeah, I was looking at just them. 180 yen. Crazy stuff. This is tough. Another tough card. See, I haven't looked at these. I have not looked at these properly. I just was like, 180 yen for all these art rares? Buy them all. This is tough. Dude, the ranking every art rare is going to be impossible. It is going to be way too hard. Like, where do I put cards like this? This is a stunning art rare. But like, where do you put it? I'm not in love with the Evo line. I don't love Lillipup and Herdier. Like, I'm not, and Stoutland. I mean, Stoutland's kind of good. Where do you put this line? Makuratami. Dude, Azumarill has 1 million cards. Were we looking at them before? How many Azumarill cards are there? Okay, I'm going down a rabbit hole now. Pokemon? I feel like this Azumarill is mistakenly put under another artist. They were looking at just before a zoomer rule. Or the two just look really similar. No, they just look really similar. This by Orca looks really similar to this by Makuratami. That's so weird. They look really similar. I think it's because they're both facing the left and they're approaching from the right. And they both got their arms out. Maybe it's just an Azumarill thing. Dude, is that kind of like an Azumarill? That's Maho. This is a banger card. I wonder if I have this. XY5, Tidal Storm. I don't. Oh no, I should. Yeah, I've got this. Okay. That's a dope ass Azumarill. Where were we? Makuratami. Oh, they drew the lid in. Yes. It all makes sense. Beautiful card. We were talking about this last stream. Why? Because we were talking about, I don't even know. Because we were talking about Singapore and Pampor. That makes sense. That was a few weeks ago. Yeah, but like, okay, yeah. So like this would definitely, this would fit into top 50 for sure. This is like top 50 for sure. Is it like top 20? How many actual art rares are there? Dunois, how many art rares are there total? It's got to be at least half of the entire decks, right? $617. Holy fuck. 617. What the fuck? That, okay, ranking every art rep may actually kill me. This may actually kill the JLo. No, you have to do every single ear. You have to do them all at once. You have to do them all at once. You can't break them up. You have to just get on with it. You know what I mean? Like you just got to bite the bullet. Of the ones we've done so far, that is in the top 100. Like that's in the top 100. These three are in the top 100 for me. This does not make it. Or does it? I don't know. I feel like there's like 97 other cards better than this. These don't make it in. But these three, I think, get in. These two, at least for sure. Counting or not counting character rares? Bad joke, I'm sorry. Counting or not counting character rare gang violence? Okay, the bad joke, sorry. Actually, I might get banned for that. I'm not going to get banned for that. I'm referencing another meme, which was another thing I saw. I shouldn't get... Look. Don't report me, Kaigas, please. I only just started. I just came back. Dude. I gotta make 2 months, man. Come on. I gotta make 2 months. Let me make 2 months, dude. Come on, man. It's because of that Instagram reel I saw where the guy goes up to the turning point stall and he's like, counting or counting, not gang violence. And he's like beatboxing. Like that, I laughed at that video. Am I going to hell? I don't know, but that was funny. Come on. You know the video I'm talking about. Should I pick up Seismitoad? How much is it? It's probably like 9,000 yen right now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Black Bolt White Flare cards are locked in, but they will definitely... I don't know. I feel like they might... It really just comes down to, do you think Pokemon cards are going to crash in the next 6 to 12 months? If no, then buy it now. If yes, then wait. Do you need the Seismitoad? Is it a goal, or are you just getting it because it's there? You know what I mean? Do you need it? If you don't need it and you're just getting because it's there, then don't get it. All right, I don't think I have a Stoutland. Many are preying on the downfall of Pokemon card prices, but I don't know. It really just... I feel like these questions are going to get easy to answer after 30th comes out. But honestly, I don't think the prices for cards like Seismitoad, like Black Bolt, White Flare cards, I don't think they're going to get more expensive anytime soon. Like, I feel like they've already done they've had their run. So I don't see them getting more expensive. So there's no harm in just waiting until after the 30th to see what happens, to see if things get cheaper. You know what I mean? Dude, that's actually a genius take and call that I've just made. All right. Murando, Stoutland. I don't think I have this card. I don't think I have this one. I've not seen this come up at all. We're going to need this in a second. Don't think I have it. It is a nice looking card. I just do not have it. Unless it's here. It's not here. I don't think it's here. No. Don't have it. Unless it's in another randomly hidden pile. So, moving on from Stoutland, we go to Purloin and Lipard. All right. So, we have the Purloin. Mugi Hamada. I remember when this came out thinking that this was a nice card. Although it is sitting in a weird spot. It's like a weird position for them. How do I explain this? So, like, I feel like the technique of this illustration, like, I feel like the style and the way it's drawn is nice, but I don't, and I think the setting is nice, but I don't like the way that they're sitting on the bed. It's kind of weird. It's giving me like Uncanny Valley kind of feel. Your cat sits like that? Yeah, okay. See, I don't know. I don't get it. Because I don't have a cat and I don't like cats. I mean, like I'm cat tolerant, but I'm not like, oh, kitty. Whereas like a dog, I'm like, come here, little fella. I don't know where I know where Lola is. She's sitting on the heater, but you know what I mean? Like, it's different. But this is nice. This is Mugi Hamada. I know they got a good style. I need a refresher. The website I use to look at the cards is Art of Pokemon. They have 14 cards. Ah, yes, they did the Apom. That was their first card. Ah, yes. So this was their first card. I remember seeing this being like, cool, they're going to be a goated artist. It's good. Good illustration of Apom. Great setting. Cherry blossoms. Cubone's really good. Dude, why the hell does this Cubone fuck? Cats don't need you to pick up their feces, so to me they are superior. It's whatever. You just put it in a bag and move on. Yeah, this is an insanely tough Cubone. We were talking about this the other day. I remember saying this is an insane Bannet. Really good Bannet. Yeah, this is a good artist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will take up a binder page at this stage. So I feel like what I need to do, I need to pick up I need to dedicate one binder to. It's like a multiple artist binder, and that binder becomes like the waiting room until the artist gets like, I don't know, 30 plus cards. That way I have a binder that's kind of full at all times with up and coming or like popular artists that I really like, that I think are going to have good career, like good long careers. If you ever need a binder, use all of JLUV's Vault X codes. In fact, I'll give you these. I've got them here I've got them here. Just wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Do you collect the holo variants of the same card for an artist? No, I usually don't. These are all of my Vault X codes. If you want to get a Vault X binder, just spam these codes. Hello, Gov, you finished counting your card money? He says as I come in and say, guys, if you want to get me to make money, use my codes, Vault X. That's so crazy. It's like there's a fucking bat signal that goes on. That's fucking crazy, dude. I'm not counting my money. I'm trying to fucking organize my cards so that my cards aren't just sitting in boxes. They're actually sitting in nice binders that I can look at. Have you seen this, Joe? See, looking at doing this just gives me joy. It makes me happy. It makes me feel something again. You know, I just put the Black Bolt, White Flare, commons and uncommons into a binder in order. There's one mistake. You wouldn't notice it. Right? And it just feels good. And it's nice to do. You know what I mean? Look at Evo lines, be like... Sorry about that. I just blasted you guys' ears holes. I hate this song, but whatever. I'm not changing it. You know, Joe, you come in here and you say stuff like counting my money. Like you don't have an insane collection of cards yourself that you've slowly been selling off, Mr. Moneybags. So, pot, kettle, black. Matazol. With the reparudasu. 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 It's hard to say. You try it. It's hard to say quickly. Reparudasu. Reparudasu. Oh, reparudasu. Reparudasu. Let's see a Pikachu binder, Mr. Champagne Socialist. I was showing it off before. It's already made its debut for the stream. We need to go Illustrator, Matazol. Such a hater. Hey, JLUV, let's see the thing you like collecting. That you liked collecting before it was super valuable. Oh, now that it's worth money, you suck. Fuck you, man. That's not how it works. Go to hell, dude. Actually burn in hell. This is a nice card. I've pulled this twice. Whenever I opened up Chaos Spinner and I pulled this. Actually, I think I pulled this once. This is a good card. Claydol by Matazor. Nice cards. This is a good Weavile. But Weavile's like probably top 20 Pokemon for me, so you'll burn in hell for those Seismitoads. Hey, not my fault I recognized fucking El Passion when I saw it. Dude, Matazor actually has like a heater portfolio. This is a dope Drowsy. This reminds me of playing the games, actually. Is that not from... Oh, Chaos Rising. Whatever, man. I don't know, man. They just keep making up names, dude. Why does my brain have to constantly remember new fucking made-up words like Chaos Spinner, Ninja Rising, and Perfect Order, Nihil Zero, fucking Storm Emeralda? Stop making up names, man. This is a good card. How's progress on the binder contest? Stressing me out. It's on the tasks for this week because now I've got like no active video, so it's on my list. Maybe we'll run the first one in October. Who knows? I'm the worst person ever. Good night, Nicholas. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. All right, we have Pansage and Simisage. I wish Cerebi showed the Japanese names of Pokemon next to the English names. But you know what I can do? I can do this. On Art of Pokemon, you can scroll by Pokemon name, and it's index order, so we can just scroll down to Gen 5, and then they have the Japanese names underneath it, so it makes it really easy. So we need Yanapu and Yanaki. I knew that, actually. I swear to God. Contest? Yeah, we're gonna do a monthly contest in the Discord. I'm gonna tell you after this ad. If you're primed, you won't get an ad. Can I resubmit my Michi binder and win? Well, the thing is, I don't know how to decide who wins. So I actually kind of need your help here. But we're in an ad, so half the people have been banished. What's the time in Oz? 2 p.m. I'm kind of getting hungry. And I don't know what I'm going to get for lunch. I might go and get some sushi. I'm like low-key kind of fanging sushi. There's a really nice sushi place near me that's like 12 minutes away, which I never went to historically. But this last like 2 months I've been going to. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting sushi for lunch. Fuck this. Okay, so I'm a white man. So if I'm gonna get sushi, usually I would like to just get sashimi and like typical sushi, right? But if I'm getting a sushi roll, it's just cooked tuna, bro. Cooked tuna. Teriyaki chicken's good as well, but I'm a fiend cooked tuna, bro. If I'm getting rolls, cooked tuna. Spicy tuna, yeah. I don't think the place near me does like actual tuna, like just tuna rolls. They do salmon rolls, but I don't know if they do tuna rolls. But they do cooked tuna. Grab like 3 people to judge, but it could be biased. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to do. Lottery doesn't work. It's page contest. It's page. I don't know. Do you want me to be like, if we do this contest, should it be I just pick the winner? Because then I could be picking favorites. What if I pick a winner and you guys feel like it's biased? I feel like any competition where one person picks the winner is like flawed. Lottery doesn't fucking work. Shut up. No, the idea is you win it. No, the idea is that you win it. You work to beat it. You win. You work hard to make a good entry in the hopes of winning. If it's lottery, you can just fucking slap 12 cards on a page and call it a day. And then the RNG wins. No, we don't want that. I don't want that. That's not why I'm doing this. Defeats the point. Okay, Yanapu. We're out of an ad. Can you hide the names of who submitted? No, it's meant to be public. The idea is that you post your binder. The idea is that each month there will be a theme, and I'll say like create a binder that would suit this card, and I'll show the card. Create a page that would suit this card, and then it's up to you guys to make a page with there being a gap for that card, and then I'm like, yeah, I feel like this page would suit this card, and then from there you work out the winner. Okay, when Michi did his binder competition, did he pick the winner? If so, I'm doing the same thing. Fuck it. And I'm going to pick Joe first. I'm kidding. Fuck him. I'm never picking Joe. Joe, you'll never win. That's funny. Okay, I like the idea of me picking the winner. I think we're going to go with that. That's funny. If I'm choosing, I'm open for bribes. You see what I mean? It's instantly a flawed system. We can't do it. Is this my stack of doubles? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, it is. Did I mistakenly put ones that shouldn't be here in here? I feel like I did. Maybe I don't have all the art rares. Is this just an excuse for me to show the Seismitoad over and over and over again? Nah, there's got to be a stack of art rares I'm missing. I know that I have the Pan Sage. I know that I have it. Like 100% without a doubt in my mind. I know I have it. Dude, I could be the most unorganized person ever with these fucking cards. This is ridiculous. I reckon I've gone through this stat. Dude, my short-term memory is actually broken. Okay, Potato18066. Why'd you make a second account follow? We appreciate you pumping the numbers up. What's going on? What's the ulterior motive? What are you getting at, Potato? Huh? What's the mission? Who sent you here? Okay. I don't have Pan Sage, but I have Simi Sage. Maybe that's the error of my ways. I made that whole ass video for Michi not to pick me. Crazy, to be honest. Yeah, he actually did you dirty, man. Dude, he actually did you dirty. This is a dope card. Yuka Tanaka. I know that I know. Okay, so now I don't think that there is a second stack. I think that I just literally don't have that card. Where was I going? Yeah. Where'd the music go? I think the music just ended. It's a 4-hour playlist, but for some reason it just stops. Maybe I paused it. Who even knows? All right, what am I looking up? I'm looking up this artist, Yuka Tanaka. I feel like all their cards are going to be kind of dope. They have 3 cards. That's so crazy. Dude, how do they only have 3 cards? They have Aldagos, their debut, Stellar Miracle, which don't even remember this. Then they came back for Black Bolt. Then they came back, Whimsicott Inferno X. They don't even have a Twitter here. Okay, I gotta do some research on this artist, Yuka Tanaka. It's a nice card though. The biggest kept secret is JLUV's bed is fully supported by Seismostode stacks. You dirty bastard. Yep. That's how I sleep well, on my stack of Seismotodes. No, okay, but see, the only way that I fit all the art rares in one stream is I just have to spend less than like 20 seconds deciding. I already know how I'm going to do it. First, I go through and I shortlist if it's like in the top 200 or not. And I'm like pretty hard and fast about that. You know what I mean? I shortlist like what I think is like going to make it and what I think isn't. And then Pansage skips, Sage. And then once I've got like a list of 200 or 300, then I can take more time figuring out where it goes. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. But like the thing is, this with these streams, right? Doing this Black Bolt White Flare binder, it's like I'm purposely taking my time with it. Like I don't want to rush it. Like the whole idea is that I do it and create like when I was like conceptualizing the idea of doing this on stream, I'm like, if I do it on stream and then go through and talk about the cards and stuff with you guys, look at the cards, look at them on other Pokemon, the artists and that, right? Then I'm able to like form some actual memories around them. Outside of just being like, wow, it's so cool, move on. Wow, it's so cool, move on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to remember these. For me, it's about forging like deeper memories to the binder. If that makes sense. You'd have to first step on one stream and the second actual rank in another. Maybe that's how you split it up. Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like if I just started the stream, 9:30 a.m., no yapping, no talking about what's happened during the week, just fuck it, right? Purely fuck it and say, get in, it's starting right now, that's it. There's like a 5-minute cooling off period for people to join and then it starts. No fucking around. And we just do it. It's doable. I gotta just decide and pick a day to do it. Pansia and Simisia. Also, the thing with this binder is that it's a slow start because I'm at like, I don't know, I've only gone through the first 18 Pokemon out of 158 or whatever it is, 56. So it's always going to be, it's like slow. What I should do is instead of like being like, oh my God, do I have that card? Do I have that card over and over again? If I don't see it, just skip it and move on and show what I do have. And then I will reduce the number of cards in the pile. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I don't know if I have Pansia Simicia. I probably do somewhere. But I've got the Panpour and the Simipour in my hands right now. Oh, this is nice. I never really looked at this properly. This is a good card. You see, this could make it into the top 300, you know? I feel like this is in the... Does it stand a chance or not stand a chance? That's how I would start that stream and that ranking system. This stands a chance. Does it stand a chance against the top 100? I don't know, but does it land in the top 50 or... I feel like this 50 art rare is better than this one, but it's good. Hiapu. by Hoshinokuro. Hoshinokuro. They got 4 cards. They have 2 cards, basically. They've drawn a Magnemite and they've drawn the Pampor. So that's the Pampor. That's the Magnemite. Why do they only have 2 cards? That's so crazy. Top 300 of all time. Well, there's 617 art rares. And the question was if... Where's the music? Where is the goddamn music? It just keeps stopping. It's fucking really annoying. I'm scared to open Twitter because I called Sakura. I didn't call him out, but I called him out. I just said he's fucking lying, straight up lying. And he has been in my fucking notifications. Instantly regret. Just because my phone blows up. Hoshinokuro. Interesting. What do they do?
Pussyo, My Little Pickle, Kombucha, D's Nuts. Have a nice day.
I would like to learn more about this artist. Zero Exhibition 100 Design Festa Gallery 2026 January. Kalunka, thank you for the Prime. Hello, Senor. Hello, Kalunka. Thank you so much for the Prime, you legend. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for 17 months. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Good to see you. How you been, Kalunka? You got to do a pocket ranking too after that. Aren't there like 500 million pocket cards? I feel like I will die if I did that. Ooh, their Instagram is nice. Interesting. 79 followers. Gonna pump those numbers up, Hoshinokuro. That's crazy. I like this. Interesting. This is cute. That's very cute. Isn't that cute? A space fox / cat giving a flower to a space fox? It's a fucking astronaut. Come on, man. Not being the timeline slop allegations? No, I don't know. I don't think this is timeline slop. I don't think this is timeline slop. Timeline slop is a term Joe Guyman has coined, which basically means any card that kind of just looks like it would just pop up on your Twitter timeline and you'd click like and then move on. I don't think so. That does tend to, I don't know. I feel like bright, colorful, poppy cards kind of get that vibe a little bit, but I don't know,
My
man.
Little Pickle, Kombucha, D's
My
Nuts.
51
Have a nice
says
day.
timeline slot. Joe, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for 51 months of Prime. I'm going to go buy a sushi roll with that. You're a legend. Thanks, boss. But I don't know. I don't think it's timeline slop. I don't know. It's tough. I like it, though. I'm not a big fan of this Evo line. Ooh, I didn't know this was Yoriyuki Ikegami. Well, there you go. I had no idea. I did not know that this was Yoriyuki Ikegami. Probably because I'm so used to them drawing grass type Pokemon. That is the artist behind Gardenia's Vigor. What else have they drawn? Did they draw anything in Storm Emerald? I don't think they did. We were talking about them the other day. And by the other day, I mean last month when we were doing the initial common uncommon list. Because they drew the... No, why are we talking about them? Maybe I was just tripping. Any excuse to look at their cards. It's crazy how they've drawn like 90% of their cards have been grass type Pokemon. It is kind of crazy. All right, who we got after that? Man, putting cards in a binder is exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe that's just because I'm yapping so much about them. We have Munna and Mushana. So Mushana's Japanese name is literally Mushana. We have Munna there. I feel like I've gone past Mushana, but maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Not there. Joe, what's on today? You working? You busy? You just chilling? This is my doubles stack. That's my doubles. Nope, don't have it. Do not have it. So we only got the Munna. Up to the last DLC in The Witcher. Nice, dude. That is a game I will never play. I played The Witcher 2 once and I was like, nah, it's not for me. This is nice. Miki Kudo. Oh, actually, you know what? Somebody, not so much spoiled, but I haven't looked at who the artists are behind all the Pikachu cards from 30th Celebration. So I don't know all those artists that I speculated on whether they drew those Pikachus that were revealed in the trailer. I don't actually know who the artists are. I didn't go to look at it yet. And so I don't know what all the other Pikachus are either, outside of the ones that have been spoiled for me. But somebody posted and was like, oh no, it was the Jangmo they said is by Miki Kudo. I'm tripping. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this card is kind of goated. That's what I'm saying. This like top 100 art rares all time stream is going to be insane. Because this is a good card. Am I missing something? No, Munna goes here. What's Miki Kudo illustrated recently? Miki Kudo. Ooh, they drew the Toucanon from Abyss Eye. Thank you, Inza. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope that video reaches far and wide and many people are educated on the actual 30th Celebration climate, especially the stuff with the Japanese sellers. Haven't had too many people getting my DMs and get upset at me about that yet. But there's always time. There's always time. Always time for someone to come in and bitch about me poking fun at him for being assholes. That's how UF rolls. Yet, exactly. Keyword yet. Usually it's like a 3 to 4 day gestation period. Miki Kudo. I like him. Oh, we were talking about him the other day. But why? This was the only card they drew in Black Bolt. When did they start illustrating? Sun and Moon. There you go. Light Devouring Darkness. Their first card is Butterfree from Starter Pack. And then they only did 3 cards in the entire XY era. That's actually low-key kind of crazy. Nice Butterfree. That's a holo. There you go. The new Slowpoke is so good. Isn't there like some kind of trend where like gym promos are like super zoomed in on Pokemon cards' faces? This is the Zard, the 151 Zard guy. That Butterfree is in my Dex binder. That's crazy. That's an insane pull. Nice card, Joe. Is there a way I can see all gym promos? Yes, I reckon there is. Gym. No. Is Pokemon JP in the chat? Closest you'll get is doing this. And seeing all the promos from each era. Dude, stream camera is so stupid because sometimes I just want to sit like this. Now that's better. Now I look like a real streamer. My back's low-key kind of getting sore. Oh, there's this one too. This site's pretty solid. I was not in the know. It is the goated site. It is the goated site for looking at Japanese Pokemon cards. That's Seal. You LARPer. Chat, we got a LARPer. Inza's laughing. Yes, finally. It's not me LARPing. Finally, it's not me making a mistake. Thank you. I've been cursing out PokemonCards.com for being only English. Outta Pokemon, I mean, Pokemon JP, the guy that's in the chat every now, you see him every now and then, Pokemon JP, is the webmaster of this site and keeps it running. So if you see him in the chat next time, say thank you. Yeah. Yes, John Pokemon JP. That is correct. John Pokemon JP himself. Hello, Nick Red Leader. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Very early for you, no? All right. I do not know where Mushana is, so we skip it. Do I have a Pidove? And do I have a Tranquil? I don't know. Manabato. You ain't very nice. You got big dogs in the chat. I don't know. Case Geek's always been in the chat. He's just like an OG. Like-minded collectors find themselves, they flock together. What can I say? Do I have Pidove? I have Tranquil. Do I have Pidove? Pidove. I'm looking for Manapato. Manapato. I don't think I have it. I'm not gonna lie. I have not seen that. Hasn't come across my desk. I'm off now, man. Glad I could hop into the stream when I was going through all the shops. Hey, good to have you, man. And thank you for the gifteds as well, you legend. I will catch up with you. Hopefully we'll pop back in the stream if you're still live when I arrive in Osaka. Probably not. Unless you get to Osaka in like 10 minutes. Manapato. But thank you for coming down. Thank you for hanging out. Keep me updated on what you find in Osaka, what you reckon the vibe is. I think these are my doubles. He's done it again. He's looked through the doubles pile. I gotta move the doubles pile out of the fucking way. It's gotta go, man. Nothing was found. I honestly don't think you can find anything good in Tokyo, Osaka, or Nagoya anymore. I think it's over. It may actually be over. I literally just went through this pile, didn't I? God, I'm so fucking stupid. That's it. The battery's died. You know what else I gotta put on my to-do list? Get a power adapter for this camera. So that I have constant power supply. We gotta go out to the boonies before everyone gets there. Honestly, the most success I had with finding cards, vintage cards for my collection, was last year when I was in the boonies. And I'm not saying where I went. And there was one store that I wish I bought more cards at, but I didn't. But I will never, ever reveal the source on those stores. And I reckon they're gone anyway. But it's kind of chopped for Japanese card hunting in Japan now. It's like sad. It's the sad reality, chat. I don't have a Pitta, but I have a Tranquil, so. And I absolutely do not think that I have a Unfazant. This is nice though. Ah, this is by okJLUV. God denied you. You can't blame God for all the bad things that happen to you. okJLUV. This is nice. I don't think it makes my top 100, but it's okay. At least you didn't go to Sendai. I don't know why you guys always make that stupid joke. It's not that funny. Also, Sendai is a beautiful, beautiful city. Just because one guy made a dumb comment, it is funny though. Yeah, it's funny. I guess it's funny. okJLUV did the Dracloak, the Raichu. I remember talking about the Raichu when it came out. This is a nice card. This is a good artist. Dracloak's good. Marowak's good. This is good. Great card. One thing that kind of gets lost in this card, but you got to look at it a bit more. There's multiple Crobat. You've got a Team Rocket trainer there. And there's Zubats and Golbats too. Like this Golbat is really cool here. This is really good too. It's a good card. Lots of Zubats, lots of Golbats. Sendai's 100% worth it. If you're going to have any luck anywhere, it's Sendai. I know a few places, but I got to keep the name secret. Somewhere between Mitaka and Takao on the Chuo line is as much as I'll say. You've bottled it, Prince Batman. It's over. When I upload this VOD, the VOD warriors that watch the entire VOD will be rewarded greatly with this knowledge. Who else do I blame? Yourself. Some accountability. I don't know. Now that you survived, I can be mean to you again. Guys, you know Joe Guyman almost died? It was very sad, but he's okay now, so I can bully him again. The show must go on. That's crazy. okJLUV. Anyway, chat. Oh, they drew the dugong. The seal. Holy fuck, Inza, I'm LARPing. I only said that because you said it. Fuck off. Actually, no. That is your fault. I'm blaming you. This is good. Grumpy's good. Too bad it's in start deck 100. God damn it. 742 fucking cards in that set. That's ridiculous. All right, who we got after Tranquil? Has someone made okJLUV yet? They should. I have lots of strikes against me. I don't know if I have an Unfazant. I already made a mistake. Mushana should go here. Pidove should go here. Tranquil should go here. Unfazant should go here. Yeah, that's what it should look like. Yeah. That's what it should look like. Damn, so a few holes there. Obviously missing the Superior. Missing these three. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing the Unfazant. I think I have a Blitzel and Zeb Striker. What do you think of the Gengar Mimikyu alt art? It's alright. I like it. It's fine. I think because it's from Tag Bolt and Team Up, it's like super pumped, but it's okay. I've been compiling an okJLUV folder that I will send to his enemy when he betrays me. Somebody has already done that. You'd be surprised. I don't know if you remember last year or the year before when I made a video talking about how investing in YouTube is really weird. And I made a lot of people upset with that. Fucking snowflakes. Am I right? And then one of the guys that got really upset about that was Pokebeard. Not to be confused with Beard Dad. And he got so fucking mad. And he was like in my DMs bitching. And then Beanie, who's Tom Friedman in the Discord, and Beanie69 in the chat here, sent Pokebeard a dossier of like all the times I'd spoken about Pokemon card investing. And it was like this 3-page document, you know, fucking wall of text with links and stuff. And then Pokebeard messaged me and was like, yeah, I'll get the... It's actually really fucking funny. It's actually hilarious. I'm going to show it to you. It's actually really funny. Pokerbeard. Yeah, he's still in my DMs. This is the funniest. This is a real thing that happened to me one time. All right, so all right, sup, dude? I got a friend request. Oh, okay, because this happened on Instagram, I think. Hang on. We gotta go in the archives. I don't know why, but I think I think he sent me, okay, so he must have sent me a friend request. And then I accepted it and I said, sup, dude. And then he wrote this. This is what was sent to me. First of all, one of these two is kind of a hypocrite and isn't against investing in Pokemon at all. I'm attaching proof. The sentence doesn't even make sense. He himself is into investing primarily in Japanese and other stuff, but since JP crashed and he himself isn't pumping out videos anymore on the money side of thing, he's turning the other shoulder at you guys that focus primarily on English product publicly in their videos. He's being the sort to chase after controversy in the hobby himself and put himself on a community pedestal when it benefits him, but he's no angel. Just ask Rattle. 1, check the attached screenshot from his Discord. 2, his videos. Has a ton of videos where he buys cards and shows their prices and how much he's gained or lost on cards. Also, remember when he called out Pokerbeard for saying his opinion on Twilight Masquerade's investability before it even came out? He's done this too. Another example with VMAX Climax before it even came out. Should you invest in the title? Skip to 920. He admits that he has a ton of sealed collection investments stored up somewhere. This live stream is where he sold Unlisted Leaf, one of his Evolving Skies boxes, for 500, somewhere in that range. It's somewhere in the live stream for one of Unlisted videos on getting the Evolving Skies master set. Holy punctuation. So then he just sends him like a bunch of like links and moments where I had talked about investing and, you know, this is how you invest, live stream where he talks a lot about in prices, investment singles and whatnot. The app, for example, even though this whole stream was about something else. God, it was a fucking lot. And I was like, okay. And then I think I just asked him, I said, out of curiosity, was the person who pulled all that stuff up named Mr. Beanie, or Tom Friedman? And he was just like, correct. You know him. He's my pro hater. And then this chat kept going on and I was like kind of over it. And then I just said, okay, fair enough. And then he said, FE? What? Further education? Lol. And then I was like, I don't know what that means. So I ignored it for a day. And then did you really just tell me to get further education? And I was like, bro, FE means fair enough. Yeah. That's the dossier, reports Inza. So yeah, you can't fucking make a takedown on me because it's already happened. It was a really weird, I mean, 2024 and 2025 was just a weird period in general. It was just a weird time, you know. It's kind of fucking boring. Everyone's just like talking shit, myself included. Good memories. Just a weird time. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super hungry. I should have started earlier, but I made an effort to start close to 11 today. I don't know what it is. Every time I start the stream, there's like 1 hour of talking about some shit. I think, okay, so what I'm gonna do is starting next week, I'll probably stream an extra day. I'm probably gonna stream on Mondays, Australia. So that's Sunday for America. Then I'll stream Tuesday, so the Monday, which is today. And then I'll stream again on the Friday. So I'm gonna try and do 3 days a week. I try not to stream on Saturday and Sunday because those are like my Saturday and Sunday Australia time, because that's like it's like the family time. You know what I mean? Like right now is a work day for me, so I'll go get some lunch, do some work, and 2-3 days of a week, my partner and little Sigma aren't home. So those are like the optimal days to stream. Because if I'm streaming when Sigma's home, it can be a bit hard because he wants to play. He knows that this is where I work. So he comes in and he's like, I want to work. So he sits on my lap and helps me edit. Slows me down, but it's cute. But the Monday is like a good day to stream as well, I think. So I think I'm going to start streaming Mondays for Mondays Australia time. And then that's, what do you call it? Sunday for you guys in the US. Sunday late afternoon, evening. And then for you guys in Europe, it'll be, what do you call it? Sunday night, like the dead of the night. Or like, I don't know. I don't even fucking know. Europe, people say Europe stream when, and I'm like, soon, and then I don't do it. Maybe I got to commit to like once a week a Europe stream at night, but I don't know. But see, the thing is, if I do Europe streams, I have to do something for the Europeans. So it's like, the Europe streams is for, it's like they get it. I think what I'll do is I'll do a different binder stream for the Europeans. So the US peeps, you'll miss that binder, but that's okay because you have your ones. I have to like split it up. It would be really weird to be like doing the Black Bolt White Flare binder and then, what do you call it? I just do it at a European time and then you guys don't get to see it and we just like all discombobulated. It's true. My son, he's holding me back. He's fucking holding me back, dude. That kid has to get a job. Crazy. He's so cheeky now at the moment, little Sigma. When I tell him off, he's like, no, I want mummy. He did it yesterday because he was turning on the tap and there was water everywhere. And he's like, it's wet. It's wet. And I'm like, yeah, it is wet because you put the tap on. Turn the tap off, turns it off, turns it on again. I'm like, Sigma, turn it off. And then he's like, no, I want mummy. No, I want nonna. I'm like, bro. I'm the bad dad. I'm bad cop. It's just how it is. What can I say? I'm a bad father. Okay, so not the greatest start. It did take me a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put more of these cards in order off stream like I did for the commons and uncommons. So when I come back and do this next stream, it will move a bit faster. I'll be looking through less cards. But I'm trying not to look at the cards specifically to spoil myself. But yes, we only got through 27 of 156 today. Not great. Friday, I'll get through more. I promise. Might be a JLUV LARPer, but I don't really get Beanie. Is the hate satire? I don't know, man. Who even... Like, why did he randomly just start talking about Black Pill looks making? I don't know, man. He's a unit. He's a unit. He watches for fun and then he comes and he's a hater. I don't know, man. People got too much time on their hands. Yeah, chin the lad there and then. No, I would never. He's too cute. Would never. Also, that's child abuse. So no, I would never. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for tuning in. Good to hang out. I'm going to go get some sushi, I think. If I get sushi now, I should be back by 3. I can chill out the rest of the day. Then chin myself because no one chins little Sigma. Exactly. Agaki. Oh, dude, Agaki, you wrote something. I totally don't know you. I don't even know what you said, but you said something. We were talking about the card stores. I'm scrolling up. I'm snoozing that ad too. Agaki said, I had more luck with Japanese vintage on Oz eBay than I did when I was in Tokyo. Been saying that. It's you who I'm bidding against. You. It's you. It's how it is though. It is literally how it is. I don't know if you saw the start of the stream when I was going through some pickups. But I picked these up. Whoop, that's the wrong screen. I picked these up off Oz eBay. This Ayakusa Bear lot. Oh, Joe, this will piss you off. I got all of these for, and there's some other ones there. Well, it's mainly these though. I think I paid, what, this was 20, this was 40, and then these were 80. You take that, $140 for a good lot of Ayakusa Bear. You would struggle to find, I mean, this is just like whatever, but you'd struggle to find the rest of these in Japan, and these are in good condition. So, it do be the method. All right, Little Pig Oink, have a good one. He's got a bit of autism. Maybe that's it. Faith and Science, as always, you're waiting here from friggin' 9 o'clock. Blank Turk, have a good one. Inza, as always. That's how UF rolls. Thank you for coming down to hang out. Zanga fan, as always. Kygus, take care, King. Piggy, love your work. Good night. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Joe, I hate you. Thank you. Segredos, have a good one, King. Otto, take care. Fizzy Moonlight, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. All right, lunchtime, I think. Good night, Pseudozora. As always, you're a legend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to everybody who gifted, everybody who followed, whatever. Just came in, hung out for a little bit. It was awesome to have you. You guys are legends. Thank you for your support. And thank you for all the lovely feedback on the latest YouTube video. I appreciate it. I worked very hard on that one, so it's nice to hear that you guys liked it. All right, guys. Peace out. As always, look after yourself, and I should see you next Friday, this coming Friday, barring any major hurdles. That's all for me. Goodbye now. Take care. See you later. Have a good night.